Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking? Fuck! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's squirrels. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get verschnicket. Join me.
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
No. We're straight. Just marry.
Boy, are we in debt.
Welcome. The show has begun. You are here. Fallen saying, I'm here. We can start now. Well, great. We can start now. Fallen's here. Switch this to live chat. There we go. Live chat activated. Not that there's really a difference for me. I'm going to flip over. I'm trying a new setup now, so we're going to try the new setup thing. Try the new style. There we go. Hey. I like how that's working. Do we get to change the transitions, though? That's the only thing that I want to have the availability for, is to change the transitions. Because then I can do all this fun stuff with getting the screen set up and just go back to them, so I can get that one, or actually, no, we'll be going to that one. I can get that one ready ahead of time, and it doesn't do the thing. I can have so much fun with this and check on things in different ways. All right, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and load our stories. I'm going to have to pull the audio down. Please don't do any sound drops or anything for the first few moments, especially for bits. Hello, everyone, says Harvey All. Hey, Harvey, good to see you. I'm Harvey All. Good day. All right, I'm going to drop, like I said, that computer audio. I got to pull the stories up and load them. It's a little bit of a, slapdash, fucking thrown together show, because I got done doing Aaron's show. I went to the hospital. I got done at the hospital, and I came back home and I prepped a show and did a show. And I launched it just about on time. So I deserve credit for that. We don't carry over goals and things from yesterday, like missing our goal almost the whole way yesterday. Super sucked, but we won't be carrying it over for two reasons. One, we don't do that. We don't do that here. If I miss my goal, I simply start reevaluating how to earn money to either keep doing the show
I would never do
or possibly not doing the show and just finding a way to earn money because I have a daughter to feed. So that that trumps every trumps that supersedes all other needs. And so 7-8 worst years for suicide in Canada were under Trudeau. Dad, seems people lose hope when you destroy the economy.
I'm a California resident all my life. Grew up in the Bay Area.
This isn't my story. Again, I was on this story and I paused it because I wasn't talking about it yet. And you dickholes cannot fucking keep it in your pants. I swear to God, to my Lord Jehovah's Witness, it is unfathomable for you. But yes, I think 7 out of 8 worst years for suicide in Canada were under Trudeau. Dad, seems people lose hope when you destroy the economy. I mean, it is kind of a fact. I would think that is very much a factoid. All right. Oh, so we're not using that anymore, so we can close that window and that tab. That gets that dealt with. Great. What else was I going to do? Hi, Johnny. I wish I could donate right now, says Trucker 18-Wheeler. Well, on Rumble, you can. But, I mean, if you don't have the ability to, I understand. As I was going to say, the other reason why there's no, hey, we have to make up for yesterday thing. Like I said, the first reason being we will never do that on this show. I will never do we missed our goal yesterday, so we got to make it up today because we got to hit this number or it all goes away kind of thing. I don't do that. I literally just do we're not hitting the number. I have to solve that monetarily, and that has whatever repercussions it has. Usually someone farting in my ear. But at any rate, another reason why we're not stressing it, I did get my Hemponics thing squared away with them, so we will be returning to doing reads and sponsoring for them. And so we got a payment from them of $100, so that helps kind of square some stuff. I was just calling that that and done, and so we're just returning to everything business as normal. Oh,
Fuck off.
not even one order from them, by the way. That's not even one order from them that I've put in terms of spent versus acquired. It just doesn't even. But hey, cool. Friendo, that was Bud Britches. What did Friendo say? I'd say living in Canada is reason enough. I mean, you're not wrong. I've considered a lot of times now. I don't even have to tell people I'm suicidal. They're just like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm thinking about going to Canada just for like a vacation, like a week maybe. I'll be up there for definitely a few days. I don't know how I'm getting back necessarily. I don't know how they ship those. Those what? Souvenirs. I'm getting a souvenir from Canada. It's a coffin. Oh man. Oh Jesus. So yeah, I don't know, man. Canada is a rough one. I would not want to live there at all. Just in general. Should have lint rolled the mic, motherfucker. You're going to start seeing hairs on there, and it's going to drive you nuts. And now that you're on steroids, you're moving fast enough and you're thinking fast enough that you're going to notice that shit a lot sooner. Enjoy. Alrighty. Are we caught up with everything? Yep, that's everything. Cool. I changed my setup thing, so now I've technically got 4 screens in this, and it's really weird. It's weirding me out just a touch. I think I'll get used to it, but I'll need to work with it. Sandy Squatch saying good afternoon, folks. Hello, Sandy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sandy. Thank you for watching on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. We are broadcasting on all 3 platforms simultaneously, and I really should pump the fucking Twitch into that too, or not Twitch, the Twitter into that too. I should start going live on Twitter. Food for thought. Anyways, we've got the stories loaded, so we did that. We've kind of putzed around to let people filter in. I think we've mostly accomplished that. We updated everyone on the...
Guess guess what?
Holy shit, Wilmer
I
Autotech,
got
2
a
gifted
fever.
subs.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Well, Wilmer Autotech, a huge supporter of this program from Jump Street. Thank you so much, Wilmer Autotech. Again, cowbell for Wilmer. Here we go. Cowbell for Wilmer for those 2 gifted subs. Hey-oh. 1 and 2. Thank you very much, Wilmer Autotech. That means a lot, man. Sandy Squatch says, at least you appreciate me, Johnny. Aaron always gives me a hard time. He gives everyone a hard time. It's what happens when you're a dude who suffers from perpetual PMS. I mean, Aaron bleeds metaphorically, right? Because his vagina is metaphorical. Aaron is a metaphorical vagina. He is a physical man, but he is a spiritual vagina. And oh boy, is he been PMSing for a while. That's why I've just learned to accept it, you know? Because that's the only way that I can understand how Aaron and April don't just murder each other when she's at a rough time, you know? Because I imagine if she gets feisty, oh, to the moon, Alice. And so I love that someone's probably going to believe this later. But yeah, and it's just so, you know, that's how it works. You know, he is a metaphorical vagina. He is a metaphorical vagina. Spiritual. That is his spirit animal. Is a vagina. He is a vagina, and he's always bleeding. Some people are a bleeding heart liberal. Some a bleeding heart conservative. Aaron is a bleeding vagina, I don't know what. But hey, I will say this. Man does a good show, and I have been siphoning off knowledge, tricks, and things like that to speed up my recovery and hopefully launch a decent show of my own. Feel like we're getting that pretty good, getting down there. So yeah, whatever. The Tommy Gun Show saying, why don't you call him a cunt? Okay, he's a spiritual cunt. I feel like, though, the cunt thing would be an earned thing. I don't know. But I'm not against it. I just was trying to be, you know, wordy. I felt like just going to the C word was just, you know, I don't know. It felt like low-hanging fruit. Well, maybe not low-hanging fruit, but definitely around the nether region. It felt like groin-level fruit. And I just was like, If you use it too much, it sullies the meaning, all right? I call Aaron a cunt, and then the next lady that I call a cunt, they'll be like, he just says that about everybody. It doesn't really mean anything. It's like saying hello in his language. It's not going to work. Trying to keep this YouTube friendly. I mean, you were, and so was I. And I don't know if either one of us succeeded. But the point is, we tried, all right? The point is, we fucking tried. All right, we tried, man. Did the best that we could. We are flying in Thursday morning. Want to meet us at St. George Floyd Square for pictures. Joe Berger, I would love to if I could. And that is not even a cop-out. I totally would love to if I could. However, my schedule is just fucking balls to balls, thing to thing to thing. I have medical appointments all week, and then I've got a lot of things to do around the house this week. I've got to get the mic system figured out for having guests, because I believe Granny and Lemmy are still doing my Sunday show. I don't know. I got to get a hold of them on that. So I got to get that figured out, and then I have to tidy up a bit, you know, make the place presentable, put away all the jizz and everything, and then I'm throwing, most of Friday into that in the morning, and then again to the hospital, and then back here to do a show on both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then Friday evening I'm going out to Deer Fest. That's where I guess the best place to catch me. Yeah, Joe Berger, if you're going to Deerstock, Deer Fest, the thing that Deer Butch is hosting, that's what I'm going to call it. The thing that Deer Butch is hosting. I'm planning to show up there for a wee bit. for a wee bit. I was thinking about doing the Keller tomorrow night because day 1 of steroids I felt amazing, and I just got day 2 in me, which means I'm going to feel great by tomorrow. But I decided I'm not going to overdo it because that might tax me a bit, and then I'm going to take it easy. I don't want to burn it out too much. I want to be able to do Friday and Saturday. I won't be hanging out. I don't know how long Friday. I won't be there forever, and I won't be staying up too late on Friday because, again, Saturday is going to be like an all-day thing. So, and then I got to schedule some time to clean a friend of mine that we're bringing on Friday. Oh, yep, did it again. I gotta fix that color thing because that. You know what? How about we fuck with that right now? It's a horrible idea, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Filters. Go over edit filters. Where is the color spill reduction? Color spill reduction is there. Let's put it at 138. How did that do me? Didn't really do dick. Oh, fuck. Shit. Anyways, so yeah, I gotta clean this guy up. He's gonna be out there. The Tommy Gun Show. You wuss. I am a wuss. You know what? I'll take the wuss thing. I get tired more than the average Joe, and this taking care of this guy and being his chaperone is going to be an extra responsibility. So I want to make sure that, oh God, I want to make sure I don't break it when I set it back over there. I'll see you Friday. That's if I don't get murdered in Minneapolis. Well, I certainly hope you don't. I hope you don't. Be sad. You know, I would not approve of that happening. All right, opacity, key color spill reduction. Okay, key color spill. The chroma key color spill. There we go. So we'll put that down at that. Rest of it seems good for now. So yeah, Saint Aren on mute. You look like you're reading instructions on how to use a bong.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Oh, dude, and I found out my mom's a pothead too. So ain't that a thing? Ain't that a thing?
Fuck off.
Wait a minute. I bet you dick running sideways, does it mean? Oh, no way. Okay. So we're going to do this cuz it didn't keep my settings. So it didn't it didn't have my settings figured out. Oh no, now it doesn't do it with that. Weird. It just has to be the white, I guess. The white. Anyways, let's go back to that bong looks like a used porn prop. It's been called a flux capacitor, and we call it the Doctor for Doc Ock because there's 8 chambers on it. It's the Widowmaker as perhaps a better term. I feel like the Widowmaker might be a better. That thing lays you back. It does a number. It definitely has an effect. It is as I would say it is a potent bitch. Yeah. Better than finding your mom used to tour with famous bands for blowjobs. My mom wasn't like a big pothead, but yeah, it's it's a weird revelation to get like, oh, I smoked weed, and I'm like, oh, critical about me when I did it. Hypocritical, aren't we? Anyways, let's get into this story, because if I don't, I'm sure that Fox will skip over us, and so we'll do that, and we'll do that. I like that I can set all this up now, and then I can just literally, like, all right, so we're good here, we're good there, and I do this,
Sheriff
And
is now
this.
awaiting the medical examiner's report on the body of a woman found near the trail where Rachel Morin reportedly disappeared. Her boyfriend reporting her missing Saturday night after he said
Fuck
she
off.
went for a walk on the Ma and Pa.
I'm sorry, man, and maybe it's because you look Brian Callen-esque. And wow, quasi-attractive woman. All right. You know what? I take it back. You were settling on that. Like, I mean, even if she's got a rockin' bod, that
Trail. And
That
never made it
face.
back. Nancy Grace joins us now. Nancy, you're going to tell us maybe what happened here. Here's just a comment. This is call for number one. This is the boyfriend, Richard Tobin. He said, I love Rachel. I would never do anything to her. Let the family and I grieve. Yes, I have a past, but I also have 15 months clean and have changed.
yes, I have a past. That's not helping you, homie. But I also have 15 months clean. Right, which means you might have debts. Debts that a few body parts could easily pay off. What is this past you have, by the way? Yes, I have a past, he says. And this picture, I'm assuming they grabbed it. This picture totally looks like a ex-con like photo. Yes, I have a past. What past would that be, sir?
As a person, please. And then I just want to put up on the screen for everyone to see. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Richard Tobin's lengthy rap sheet from domestic offense to resisting arrest, intoxication, etc. Nancy Grace, what do you think happened here?
Well, right now, I'm
Okay.
torn, and I'll tell you why.
And I'll tell you why. A lot of his crimes are for paraphernalia and marijuana possession. And while that is technically a crime, we all know we love to rock the ganj. And more importantly, as I want to say here, this was an offense against a woman, which affects me personally. But as I see this photo, I gotta be like, I think I can fix him.
In the majority of cases, when a woman goes missing and is murdered, you look immediately to the love object. It can be the husband, the ex-boyfriend. Then you start moving out. So naturally, cops are going to look at him first. And it doesn't help that he's got quite the resume. 14 arrests since 2014, including, as you said, assault, disorderly conduct, refusing arrest, and drugs. However, if you look at history, think of Eliza.
Drugs, though, we're glossing over the fact that the drugs are one in particular, marijuana possession and then paraphernalia. So they caught him with a pipe and they caught him with marijuana. Not the biggest thing in my book. I mean, was he moving weight? The resisting arrest, the assault thing, that stuff, that's more serious, yeah. But again, the drug charges don't matter. I'm sorry. And a majority of them are marijuana and paraphernalia charges. So they caught him after he smoked a bowl, or they caught him before he smoked a bowl, and he got in trouble.
Eliza Fletcher, who goes jogging in Memphis, or Karina Vetrano on Long Island, Molly Tibbetts. They're out
Sarah,
exercising,
14.
and it's a
He's
stranger
marriage
on
material.
stranger attack. Now here in Bel Air, Maryland, it's population about 10,600. Very, very low crime rate, which tells me that it was a targeted attack because it's a low crime rate and a small population. However, it's about a 30-minute drive to Baltimore. Very high crime rate. So all of that has to be taken into account. Statistics go both ways in this case, but I'm very concerned. These two had only become social.
Look, I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying he has 15 months clean, and they are less than a half hour away from a substantially large black community. I think this was definitely targeted. I think some fellers from Baltimore, we all know the ones, they went looking for some white meat. In fact, I believe they pulled up into this small town screaming at the top of their lungs,
"Hey, where are the white women at?"
And they found one. Now, I don't know this for a fact. I am just a white woman explaining how things happen. Again, I'm sorry, Nancy Grace or Nancy Drew, whatever your comical fucking storybook detective name is. It doesn't help that you're a white lady that's solving crimes. It really does. I'm going to invest in this. You're white, you won't get murdered. Trucker 18-wheeler, I'm not sure what you meant by that. I'm going to let you think about it. Come back in. All right, there we go. And I've thought about it. Smash, new girl in the left also. News girl in the left also. The news girl on the left, you're talking about the old lady? That news girl? You want to smash that? That one. I don't fucking know, man. You to explain it?
Social media official 4 days.
It's worse on the Zoom.
Before she's killed. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. It's also interesting. I'm sure, Nancy, like I know that people like solitude and solitary walks can be really good, but hiking alone might be something you want to rethink.
Now, if you're talking about that news lady, that I understand. But if you're talking about that news lady, whoa. Not Nancy. All right. I have faith in humanity. Again, this brings me back to my classic point of, dude, sometimes a slump buster is really just a cry for help. Like, you got nothing else in life to keep you going. You just, at any cost, you got to stick it in a warm mitt. All right. Okay. All right. More power to you, I guess. Oh.
Yes, especially on a remote trail. This trail is about 6.5 miles long. Her car was parked there at the Williams Street Trailhead.
This is 6.5 miles long. All right? That's technically average. 6.5 is technically average. Don't get on it about the size of the trail. It's not the size of the trail. It's about the joy of the projection. I'm sorry. That's total projection. I'm sorry.
Right now.
I'm sorry. I'm a Christian.
Looking for surveillance video, not only at the trailhead, but beyond. Remember in Alex Murdaugh, where he shot himself, there was no surveillance, but at the corner, there was a church where there was surveillance. I would be looking at homes, businesses, tolls, red lights, anybody that has surveillance, her social media. Who knew she was going there? Anybody, and her nav system. I would be looking to find out if anyone saw anyone on that trail.
Here in New York, last week on Thursday, New York authorities, or Friday, identified another Gilgo Beach murder victim. Her name is Karen Brigada. Now, they did not link the alleged killer, Rex Heuermann, to her death in the announcement, saying there's a confidential investigation. Where does this go from here?
Well, I've got to tell you something. It's very disturbing.
That's not the story that we were doing. Oh, I like the new setup. I'm going to say right now, I like the new setup because I can punch up what we're going to do next, and I can set it up over there, and then I can go back over here and do the sound drops now. It's beautiful. I'd be looking into that news lady. Which one? Which one, Trucker 18-wheeler? As we've learned, you can't specify young hot news lady or murder she wrote. That's how we'll refer to it. Young hot news lady or murder she wrote. And why would you look into, if you're saying the young hot news lady, why would you be looking into her? Because you want to show her your dick. Go for it. Anyways, I can now close this and get the other stories ready. And then when we're ready to flip over to that, it's beautiful. I like this. Alrighty. This is again another story we were gonna cover yesterday. This is grossing me the fuck out. And what the fuck? All right, I have no idea what that's about. I'm going to avoid that. All right, so there's a trend. Show her my erection selection. Oh, the second one, she knows too much. Okay, Trucker 18 Wheeler is saying we got to look into Murder She Wrote because he thinks that lady might be Murder She Did. All right. Once again, faith in humanity. I'm glad we're not straight up thirst trapping. Look, I get it. Blonde lady hot. I understand. I too have a Cro-Magnon voice in my brain that saw her and went, "Darn, she's pretty. I'd like to fuck it." But I just I've tried to evolve above, at least in my professional life, if nothing else. And here we are with our next story. I don't like people fucking with my food. Let's be clear about that. I don't like people fucking with my food. I've been a chef. I make food. I do not like people pitching ideas that I think are abhorrent or disgusting and then say it's a great idea, or more importantly, advertising it as something everyone loves and kind of omitting certain details about this new craze that everyone loves. We can't say who everyone is, and we can't tell you where this craze started. We can't interview anyone that's enjoying the craze. It's almost as if we're manufacturing it out of our ass right now, but it's such a craze. We're being told that tavern-style pizzas are taking over the U.S. Tavern-style pizzas. Pizzas of the future will be made with insect dough and lab-grown meat, futurist says. Okay. Regardless, Bloomberg thinks it's very important for you to know this about tavern-style pizza that's taking over the U.S. Tavern-style pizza and its crispy thin crust is taking over the U.S. Okay, so not a lot of people are talking about the pizza of the future, whatever. Yep, continue this more. Pizzas of the future will be made with insect dough and lab-grown meat, futurist says. Okay. Most pizzas will be made using crushed-up insects in just 20 years, an expert claims. Your favorite Friday night treat may soon contain bug-based dough. Okay, so it doesn't actually contain bug-based dough. So then what's the whole deal with the tavern pizza? A Chicago business paper wanted you to know where you can get the pizza that's taking over the U.S. But it's not just taking over the U.S., it's dominating menus from New York to Los Angeles. Right. Again, what's the whole big deal about the... So it's just a thin crust pizza. All right, I thought the whole thing was with the bugs. The Bloomberg pizza, which first warned me of this style of pizza taking over the U.S., was written by Kat Odell, an extremely experienced freelance writer. Here's a sampling some of her recent pieces. She likes to drink, but she also writes extensively about food and drinking. Okay. All right, so I'm sorry. This is apparently a wormhole I didn't need to go down. So I guess we don't have to worry yet, but I guess the pizzas are going to become a wave of the future, but they're going to soon have bug dough. That's not going to be cool with me. I'm not cool with bug dough. I'd rather go to Neverland and take my chances. Wait a minute, the Tommy Gun Show. Hold on, what? I've seen Nancy combat. I can deal with Nancy Grace. Oh, fuck, Luke, dude. I've seen combat. I can deal with Nancy Grace. Jesus. Just horrible. Just horrible. Since when? No way anyone is going to eat a pizza made with bugs. Well, again, the bug protein is in the dough. How are you to know? Oh, fuck. Mr. Q saying good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Q. Thank you for watching, whether it's on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. We've got all of the channels up. It's all up. It's all there. It's all available to you. So thank you for being part of the show. We are having a good time. We're going to keep on trucking to 5 o'clock and hopefully into 5:30 if we can hit our goal today, which is at $50 currently. And we'll check the Twitch in just a bit. All right, Control V, and there we go. Control V, bam. And if, like I said, if we hit the goal, we automatically do overtime. If anything that goes in over that goes towards tomorrow's goal. If by some quack farting miracle, and we've gone on bigger runs before, such things have happened. If we clear out the next day's goal, every goal-free day we have Humpty up in here. We roll the egg in. We do the whole thing with the egg. So working on a setup for Humpty to do without the green screen and have like his own background and do a different thing on that. So it'll be a thing. Alrighty. Most flour has dormant bugs in it already. If you store it too long, they wake up. You're not wrong. Weevils, man. Alrighty. Is that true, or I thought they just found their way to it? Maybe, but that's why they always. I don't know. Anyways, all that's in there. Oh, those are going crazy because my Luke Duke saying weevils. Yeah, the weevils. How do weevils get into? Now I'm curious about this. How do weevils get into flour? How do weevils get in flour? There are a couple ways these guys infiltrate your home. Female weevils lay eggs in the wheat kernel in the field. And occasionally, those eggs survive the milling process and end up in the bag of flour you bought from the store. The eggs hatch and the larvae begin their precoital feast. Oh. It's just gross. Either way, old flour gets bugs. Thanks for ruining my appetite, says the Tommy Gun Show. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's what we're here for. Why wouldn't you support this lovely program? He asked while he loads up our Twitch page to check up on all of that good stuff. This notifications is what we want. And then we'll close that. All right, let's go to this. Let's go to that. I thought we checked this already. Oh, no, we actually have to do that way. All right, so video producer and stream manager and that bar button and hey-oh, that's going to be fun. What are we? Oh, today's the day that we lose 142 off of our overall revenue on Twitch. That's going to take us down to like 3-something. That's going to be a hurtful number to see. Oh, and what do we have from yesterday? So the solid. Yeah. So we can count 5 of that into. Well, no, we'll. Yeah. All right, and then nothing today. So we'll see if we even do overtime. Alrighty, so we've got that up. The PayPal links and everything are available to you. Let's open them up on the phone so that way we've got all of that up. It helps to have the apps open. And there we go. There. And then we gotta close that up and go like that. There we go. There. Alrighty. Wrecked, says the Tommy Gun Show. I don't know what that's saying. Me and wallet have issues, says the Tommy Gun Show. I get it, man. I get it, man. It's going around. It's affecting everybody. Like I said, we don't pass if we don't hit the goal. You know, we'll end the show at 5. If we don't get anything today, we'll just fucking call it like, I don't know, 15 early, just because I'll need time to cry. And then if the steroids work as well as we're hoping they're gonna work, I'm gonna talk to Jax and possibly start DJing. We might lose the Sunday show. I don't know what'll happen. I might have to give up a day on Steel Toe, and I don't know. It's depressing, so it's not worth. Let's do a show and worry about the rest later. Alrighty, so our second story that we're going to get into right now. The Anheuser-Busch saga has not gotten better. For those of you who have not been paying attention to any of it, a quick recap would be Anheuser-Busch, in a massive push to get somebody to pay attention to their beer, decided that they would grab a pander of all kinds and had, by some quack farting idea, thought that getting Dylan Mulvaney to push their beer would be amazing, especially if Dylan Mulvaney was celebrating her first year of being a woman. Because on Women's Day, how better to celebrate women than by applauding a man who just calls himself a lady, because that's not going to insult women. So needless to say, the pander didn't go well, and Anheuser-Busch has since been backpedaling time and time again, saying at first that they never approved the idea. This was some crazy thing that came from this whack liberal lady that we had in charge. She's been canned. Dylan Mulvaney's in hiding, and I can't understand why. And now, after the second quarter sales came in with a 14% drop it's still falling. We have former Anheuser-Busch owner. So he has, I guess, technically no real investment in this whole debacle. Oh, great, it's a TMZ piece, because I'm sorry. After the whole Kanye thing, say what you want, but after the low budget the low budget thing they pulled on the Kanye thing, I have no respect for Harvey Levin. He's such a cheap. Of course he had to fight Kanye. He's a walking stereotype who embodies everything. I'm having fun, and I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Anyways. More like not giving a shit about beer. I mean, that could be a thing. Either way, this is, again, former guy. So I don't know when he sold out. I don't know when any of that happened. But since Harvey Levin is Levin, I don't remember his last name. Since the TMZ guy is gonna do all that, we'll let him ask his questions and have his fun in the sun. Boop boop.
You must have strong opinions about the
Dylan Mulvaney campaign.
Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney campaign.
I think.
Is he drunk or something? You had to have that one fed to you? I'm sorry. Your feelings, sir.
My family, my ancestors would have rollen over in their grave. They were very patriotic. They loved this country and what it stood for. They believed that
But again, Anheuser-Busch isn't an American company. But okay.
Transgender, gays, that sort of thing was all a very personal issue. They love this country because it is a free country and people are allowed to do what they want. But it was never meant to be on a beer can and never meant to be pushed in people's faces. So they would have they would have never marketed their brands that way. As you know, AB was one of the greatest marketers ever in any business. And they were incredible with what they came out with: the Clydesdales, the frogs, the lizards, all the different promotions they had, all the different advertising they had. And the last thing they would have done was to get as controversial as they did, as InBev has with Dylan Mulvaney advertising.
Do you think that, I mean, look, the motivation behind it was clearly inclusiveness. What do you think of the reaction to what to that Instagram post because the reaction was seismic.
Yeah, I think people who drink beer, I think they're your common folk. I think they.
Look, I think people that they drink beer, they're like rednecks.
I think people who drink on a beer can and never meant to be pushed in people's faces. All the different promotions they
Sorry,
had,
I'm doing
all
a
the
test.
different they believe the transgender gay.
What do you think of the reaction?
They love this country and what it stood for. They believe the transgender gays. I think.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm calling it again. Aaron, you're full of shit, man. Twitter has no problem jumping around in the video. You're just too lazy to get the actual video. You just play the video out of the story that it's linked in. Go to the actual Twitter page. It's not that. It's a click. Watch on Twitter. They put that in there, man. Come on. You can't jump hashtag neck. Maybe my neck is light pink. Oh, I ain't no redneck. My neck is light pink. I get what you're saying. I'm a redneck and I like guns and I drink beer and drinking beer. I like guns. I like beer, but I don't like any of that stuff. All right, so going back to this, I'm sad that I'm not going to be on the show with him tomorrow because I'd love him to be like, oh, yep, Twitter doesn't like when you jump around in the video. No, Twitter's fine with it. Embedded videos don't like when you jump around in the video because they're not built for that. It's a little bit more work, sir. Just a touch more work, sir. You're so close. You're so close. I need to be a better show guy, I guess. If I could do that part. I'm sorry. The rest of it, I just do better. Whatever.
Behind it was clearly inclusiveness. What do you think of the reaction to to that Instagram post? Because the reaction was seismic.
Yeah, I think people who drink beer, I think they're your common folk. I think they are the blue collar worker who goes out and works hard every single day.
I think they're your card-carrying Christians that are ready to just,
or to be drinking is a beer can with that kind of message on it. I just don't think that's
the message wasn't on it, but
they
right.
want their beer to be truly American, truly patriotic, as it always has been. Truly America's beer, which Bud Light was and probably isn't any longer.
Probably isn't any longer. Oh, so you have the former owner literally saying, hey, man, I think it's done. Yes, the drinking age should be 18. I don't think I don't know that the drinking age should be 18. I don't know that it would be the end of the world if it were, though. Honestly, I don't really care if the drinking age were lowered. But YouTube RCBOP CDIP AI 2 minutes, he says. 2 minutes. Well, the Tommy Gunn Show wants us to go down a wormhole. And I have a rule about that. I never do that live. So we'll do that like that. We'll do this like that. Oh, you might be a redneck. Yeah, thanks. But at any rate, if you can vote, carry a gun to a strange land, and die for your country, smoke up Johnny, and drink a beer. If you can vote, carry a gun to a strange land, and die for your country, smoke up Johnny, and drink a beer. I'm not against it. I'm not sitting here saying it can't be allowed. I'm not the reason I don't approve of under 21 drinking is because of the effects it has on the brain and the body, and that's a still developmental time for the brain. I also don't think you should be smoking weed at 18, but again, like I said, if you allow that, I don't think it's going. Actually, I'll say the weed one is more detrimental. The weed one is way more detrimental. Weed should not be an 18 thing. I love smoking weed. I think a lot of people should. But I think unless there are extenuating circumstances, like if you get a medicinal card, that's one thing. Johnny was a old school military name. Oh. Didn't know that. I knew the Johnny on the spot thing, but I didn't even know that was a... Whatever. I am dumb. Hey, I think we have a sound drop for that, now that I think about it. Hold on. Do we have a sound drop for that? Well, let's check. We do. There it is. Found it. Alrighty, so that is, again, the Anheuser-Busch person saying the ancestors are rolling over in their graves. This was just that one. The ancestors rolling over in their graves. It's a bad look, man. It's a bad look, dude. Bad look. All right. Hello, Johnny Okaku. Ah, yes, Johnny Okaku. Gotta hit the John, says Fat Conan. Well, nah, my mom is the last person to have called me John, and that was a long time ago. Either way, don't hit me. Check Twitter, check pay Twitter homo. Ah, okay. Fallen the Great throwing in $5 saying, start the rally, you poors. All right. So let's go ahead and drop today's goal down by $5. Thank you very much for that. $5 puts us at 45. That is going to put us right there. And thank you so much for that contribution. Chevy JB saying he started smoking and drinking at 13. Smoking and drinking at 13. Bad idea. Bad idea. Not going to go well for you. Can't say I recommend it. If you're saying smoking weed, again, definitely can't recommend it. Marijuana stunts brain cells temporarily. It puts them in a state of suspended animation almost. They retard from their general activity. It does this to a lot of cells. Any cells that absorb high quantities of THC go into a very dormant state. That's why it's great for cancer, because cancer soaks that shit up. And then your body can get rid of the cancer cells while they're too high to move. But if you don't need to be smoking or ingesting or imbibing marijuana, you need your body to fully develop first. Own my own business, almost out of debt at 35. Chevy JB, that is an amazing turnaround. I would like to see that compared with everyone else that started smoking and drinking at 13. You may not be as common as you think. You might be the fucking unicorn. Oh. Speaking of unicorns, that last one was fun. The story that we did, and thank you, Fallen, for pot never did anything for me. Well, the Tommy Gunn Show. It depends how you did it. As I have learned with marijuana, it depends a lot on how your body metabolizes it. Now, there's other stuff I've learned from the hemponics people that I've learned a few things. Trucker 18-wheeler, what would you do if I hit you hard enough to knock you over? Well, I feel like you answered that question. I'd fall over. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I'd scramble to my feet. What are you, high? No, I'd be lying there. I mean, depends where you did it. Like, if you're talking about it at the anniversary show, I feel like I'm not going to need to scramble to my feet. I feel like a bunch of other people are going to start beating your ass, and then by the time I get to my feet, there's not going to be anything left for me to do. It probably was cheap shit. It could be a variety of things, man. It could be the quality of the weed. It could be the fact that maybe you need edibles, you know? Maybe you need to get the right amount of like fatty foods in you, you know? It could be any number of things, really. I didn't get high off of marijuana for over a year of trying, for a variety of things. And I think, honestly, it takes a variety of factors, and until you hit the right ones, there you go. But it could be done. I don't know. I'm not saying you need to. You know, maybe you don't need it. Either way, I can't be bothered with it. Fair enough. I agree with that sentiment. I remember the days where they used to have to pick the seeds and stems back in the early 90s. Yeah, dude, seeds and stems. Can I use your dick as a king? Says Atomic Ray. Kane. Oh. No. I don't think it would work that way. I mean, even if, like, look, it's a decent dick, like when it's got all of its feathers up and stuff. But I mean, even then, you'd have to be an extraordinarily small midget to use it as a cane. Trucker 18-wheeler, I'd like to see you get to your feet on your own. It would be fun to watch. It takes a while, but I do it all the time, man. So, I mean, hey, we'll figure it out. What are you going to do? That's one reason why when people are like, do you want some help? And I'm like, nah. And they're like, why don't you let people help you more? I'm like, because when I fall on my own, there's no one there to help me. So, this is just practicing. If I can't get up on my own, then I'll ask for help. Bud Britches, 80s weed was crap in central Minnesota. Well, thank God I was too young to be smoking. Because I would never want to do that. 80s weed. What's wrong with you? Alrighty. So continuing along. Again, we have 2 hours left in the show. We have $5 into our goal. Thank you so much, Fallen the Great. Being great. This would be a great time to get that rally in there and carry us on into overtime. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. I have some fun shit for overtime. But I also understand things are what they are, and we'll take it the way it is. Like I said, just have to figure something out, maybe. Here we go with this video. This is another thing we wanted to cover from yesterday. This is a brawl on a dock. I don't even know over what. I'm curious to see all of this happen. And hey, I'm not giving up today. There's nothing getting in my way, and if you knock me over, I will get back up again. Oof, something goes a little wrong, well, you can go ahead and bring it on. Because if you knock me over, I will get back up again. Whoa, oh, get back up again. That's a song, and I'm trying to think. I thought you were doing the I'll get knocked down, but I'll get up again. I just dated myself, didn't I? It's painful. It's painful. Oh! Oh, Morgan Wallen is not having it, but he is losing to whoever that black guy is. Holy Jesus. The race war has started, and I think it was over crab cakes. This is beautiful. How many of you does it take to fight? How many fat white people does it take to fight one black man? Come on. Come on, you guys. Now I'm getting insulted. Now you guys are ganging up on him. It is not a fair fight. This does not look remotely like we have any sort of a respectable balance of power here, and I am shockingly worried that I'm about to get a clam shot on my show. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Wait a minute. So you had to go in there and group up on him to rescue the guy that started the... Poor dock worker just doing his job. What is that woman doing? What all women do. Insist on being involved because clearly they need to be in charge. Oh, notice how fast everyone started going to their corners once our dock worker friend got some backup. Oh, you don't like squaring up one-on-one? It's not as fun when you... Jesus Christ, guys. Way to fucking make us look like shit. Oh, God, I hate that I'm white today. Oh, he ain't done. Oh, hell no. Oh, that's right. He's getting in on it. Oh, he's not done. All right. Now that he's got some people that are willing to help him, keep the circle squared, I believe we have round 2. Ding, 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 and it's on. And now we have another person who happens to be another white woman interjecting, going, "No, sir. You can't do this. No, sir. I know you just got jumped, but you can't retaliate. Sir, I know this goes against the creed of your blood, but you cannot retaliate after being jumped. I understand that's not how they settle this in the streets. No, sir, I'm white-splaining it to you. I'm a woman. You can't retaliate for that, okay? I understand that this would be a beat him up and get his sneakers situation, sir, but you can't do that. I am an ally." Why does everyone get pissed off at him for reacting to people intervening in the situation? How dare you shove her mother... Dude, he's trying to get some justice for getting his fucking face stomped, okay? So, and then she jumped in the way. Nobody asked her to get involved. And notice... once he's willing to take this on with her, since she's interjecting into the situation, she up and ran off real quick. Look, lady, I don't know who this prophetic person was, but someone once uttered some time-honored advice, I think since like the days of Noah, and that was, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Oh, that cannot be the end of it. Oh, it's real now. He's taking off the dock worker's uniform. Oh, I got to go back to the beginning. Can we replay that? Oh, yeah. All right. But we got to get a story in. Fox Nation. They have movies with Clint Eastwood. A staunch conservative who talks to chairs. Arguing with somebody about something. So the worker is talking to this guy, and Bro Makowski here just fucking bum rushes him. And immediately, the dock worker's like, "Oh, game on, sir." Is he a dock worker? I don't even know if he's a dock worker. I'm just assuming, because he looked like he was wearing a uniform, whereas the rest of them look like they're just fat. Yep, dock worker. He tosses the hat and immediately starts giving it to this guy. Oh! Oh, and it's a pile on. Ooh, love those bold hammer fists from above. And you're so ready to punch this fat kid who is not going to be able to take it. Oh, I take it back. He was totally able to take it. You punched like a bitch. Jesus, why did the kid even run? Now, keep in mind, after his girlfriend showed up to rescue him, the dude who had to come in and Superman flying knee the guy, he's now trying to get out of this. After he gave a couple of good whacks, but once he got to the ground, he realized he didn't want none of this. And, let's see. Racist assumption. Dock worker. He owns a boat. Aw, all right. Well, we're done with that story anyway. So how about we do this? Because fuck Fox News. Fuck them dick bags. Well, Salty, good afternoon, Johnny. Good afternoon, Well Salty. Thank you for coming in here. We're going to do a quick break to throw the old PayPal things up. Control C and Control V and boop. 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 Just kind of, I'm sorry to bang on it, but yeah, we got a $45 goal for overtime. Otherwise, we end in 2 hours, and I don't want to do that. But if that happens, kick in the dick, and we'll figure it out, I guess. But again, thank you. Oh, wait, never mind. We got another $5 in from I don't know who. So I can't say. I don't know who their screen name is, but fallen for that, and then someone else threw something in. So that's now down to 40. The goal is now $40. I apologize. We'll kick that there. $40 to overtime. We can do it. It can be done. It can be done. And hopefully will be. Anyways, thank you if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. We have all of that up and available. And yeah, where are we at with oh, we also have the Rumble rants and shit if you want to do that stuff. That also helps as well. I set up the pay things with Rumble. We got to see where that comes in. And then I think I might have to do that one as like the month counts in towards the next month's overall. I have to do math. Like a shit ton of math. At any rate, let's kick over to this next story. I did not get a chance to do this one yesterday, and I wanted to. So we're gonna. Oh, can I expand the video? All right, I hopefully can.
He wants a sandwich. Should I give him a sandwich?
He wants a sandwich. Should I give him a sandwich? Aw. A raccoon broke into a press conference. He just wants a sandwich or some popcorn. You know. Open a door. It could have rabies. Why? He just wants some Jersey Mike subs. Open a damn door. A raccoon falls into a press conference through a ceiling. And the journalists are just like, oh, it's such a cute little animal. Meanwhile, one person who's terrified of getting rabies because they know that if you get bitten by it or scratched by it, they have to give you a rabies shot, which is administered by a really long needle, I think, directly into the liver. It's bad. And, oof.
He wants a sandwich. Should I give him a sandwich?
He wants a sandwich. Should I give him a sandwich? I don't know. What do you think he wants? A BLT? Maybe a meatball sub? Would he prefer something with some more veggies on it? Let's ask the raccoon. He looks just like the one in Guardians of the Galaxy. God, you guys are dumb. Aw, he just wants some popcorn. Can we get him some popcorn? It's technically free for everybody. The raccoon's a person, right? Oh, it's a baby.
Everybody open the damn door.
Why? Why? It's a cute little raccoon. Why do I want to open the door? Home door. You just don't get it Mike's way. That's too much sauce, says Toastmaster. I don't know. I don't know that I've had the Mike's way. I can't say that I have. I have had Jersey Mike's relatively recently. Very good, very spendy. Won't be going back there for a while. So reporters go unarmed. That's good to know, says Atomic Ray. Hey, even if they had a gun, nobody was threatening to shoot the raccoon. They just wanted it out of the building. A Major League Soccer game in Utah. All right, so yeah, I don't think anyone had a gun. Was postponed due to rain, but members of the media still managed to catch some action when a raccoon fell through the ceiling and into the press box. So these were just a bunch of journalists at a soccer game. Yeah, I don't think any of them were strapped. You're probably safe there. Oh, captured video of the raccoon wandering around inside the box before it was ejected. I mean, ejected? At least, and released next to a nearby creek. At least the fucking thing wasn't killed. I hate that we kill raccoons all the time. It's just wrong. Alrighty, so Aldivalde's shooter. I didn't know that I would have to come back to the Aldivalde shooter. The Aldivalde shooter was a completely messed up person. But apparently it's just in the family because according to a new, this is a fresh one today. Also, the last of our first hour stories, we have $40 away from overtime and 2 hours left to hit it. I believe we can do it. We'll see what happens. And yeah. So yes, Fat Conan Trash Panda. I think we got that. Yep, we got it all. All right, here we go. So the cousin of the Uvalde, Texas school shooter was arrested in San Antonio after threatening to commit a school shooting. Nathan James Cruz, 17, was arrested on felony charges of making a terroristic threat to the public and a misdemeanor charge of making a terroristic threat against a family member, according to Bexar County Central Magistrate records. It was Cruz's mother who called the police and reported the threats that her son made. Officer Nick Solis of the San Antonio Police Department tells NPR. Solis confirms that Cruz is the cousin of Salvador Ramos, the 18-year-old who did that horrible shit in Robb Elementary School in Uvalde last year. Cruz told his sister he was planning to do the same thing as his cousin, according to an affidavit. Cruz reportedly made the statements to his sister while she was driving him in a car. He threatened to shoot her in the head and shoot the school, she informed their mother, who called the police. According to the Times and News 4, the mother was concerned because her son made the remarks while intoxicated and they lived near an elementary school. "17 years old and he was intoxicated." Look, remember where I said I was not in favor of 18-year-olds being allowed to drink? But I said that it wasn't like some great sin. I was kind of not really on the fence or against it. I give you one reason why I'm still on the I don't. Same last name as the Parkland shooter. Great. Did the cops come to the mom's house and stand outside for 3 hours? No, I feel like after all of this, they got a lot more proactive. We got to do that. Make sure we got all those to clear those off. There we are. Boom, boom. Oh, 485 is what comes off of those. All right. Well, whatever. Whatever. Oh, I thought that thing said 10 something, and now it says that. Interesting. So, again, we are $40 away from the goal. Don't pay attention to the 45. We're 40, and hoping to hit it. Yeah, dude, the mother overheard a phone conversation the suspect made this morning in which the suspect attempted to acquire an AR-15 through an illegal private sale, according to the arrest warrant. Thank you very much, Well Salty, for the 100 bits. So the guy was trying to buy a gun illegally. Ugh. The charge for making the terroristic threat against the public is a third-degree felony, while the threat against the family is a Class A misdemeanor. Together, the bond for Cruz's release is $160,000. The San Antonio police say this arrest points to the importance of reporting concerning behavior and statements. Here, a family member called the police, resulting in detectives investigating the case, which was concluded in an arrest. With school starting, SAPD wants parents and faculty to know that the SAPD takes all reports of threats seriously and will investigate and take appropriate action, the department wrote Tuesday in a Facebook post. Great. They learned their lesson. Mikey Two Mug saying, I made it just in time. Yes, you did, Mikey. Yes, you did. You made it just in time. All right, so we got to do it that way. Clear all. There we go. That's how we do it. So that way I know when I've actually got something to check. That's why I want it that way. That's why we do it that way, phone. So reporters go unarmed. That raccoon showed up armed. That raccoon fell through a ceiling during a rainstorm in the press box of a soccer stadium, and all he wanted was a sandwich. And they were going to give him one, too. I thought it was just the ladies that were pushovers at the soccer game, but apparently the press box at a women's soccer game also full of pussies. Don't give him your sandwich. You give a raccoon a sandwich. He eats for what, a day? You teach a raccoon to sandwich. How cute would it be to see him make little bread, though? You know, just to fucking fold the dough. Get him a little oven. 10 to 1, you get a raccoon in an oven. He just starts cooking his squirrel friends. Turns out they like 100. Meat. Thank you, Well Salty, for the 100 bits. You make him into a sandwich you eat for a day. Oh, come on. Raccoons are actually cool pets, and they're very smart animals. And just, anyways, thank you, Well Salty, for contributing to the show. Maybe try and get. Sorry for that. The noise thing. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Do the noise thing. That's what the noise things are for.
Cheer 100 dicks.
See, Labglass just did a noise thing. Now we're getting close to a hype train. That could kick us off through it. I mean, do what you got to do. It gives you money, though, right? Not on the channel points. No, channel points do not give money. The entire purpose of the channel points system is to let you have stuff to do that doesn't cost you money. people want to do sound drops or whatever, play the fart noise. It doesn't cost any money. You get to contribute to the show. You get to be part of it. I won't hit the noise thing again. Do what you want to do, man, to keep Fat Conan busy. Hey, man, it works, though, doesn't it? LMAO pussy. I thought I would drop through a ceiling, too. See, now I'm on the raccoon side. Atomic Ray swayed me on the Rumble chat. Fallen the Great saying squirrels do eat meat, and they will eat other squirrels. Oh, absolutely. Rodents absolutely eat meat, and they eat other rodents. It is a sad fact of rodent life. All right, we're done with that, so we can clear that out. We've got that there. Let's go to this and feel bad. Nope. I want Alex. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, and we'll see where we're at on this. Are we up to? We're up to. Okay, we've got $5 into that, so we'll count that for it too. To drop it now to $35, and we'll boop boop and boop bang, and we'll relink everything just to update the goal price thing. There we go.
Cheer 100 peckers in the bush.
Well, thank you for supporting the show. Again, I'm not gonna do the e-beggery like music thing, but I will pump the shit out of the PayPal stuff and everything else. Because again, supporting the show is how we keep doing the show, and thank you for your support. Alrighty, there we go. In on all of that. I'm going to drop the audio for just a second, so maybe don't do any supporting of the show for just 1 second. Because thank you, Johnny, for being a dick. You're like, hey, guys, we really got to keep this thing going. It means supporting the show, the bits, the subs, the sound drops. But don't do any of that, because I'm about to mute the audio for a minute. Because I can't be more of a a-hole. But seriously, I did mute the audio for a second. So, all right, we're going to pull up our second hour stories. We're going to do a update to a story we didn't get to yesterday about a mother who did something abhorrent. We have a article from the co-founder of OceanGate. Yes, that OceanGate, the one that imploded a sub. They've got a new idea that they totally want to sell us on. And, well, let me just say no before I even hear it. But we'll hear him out. And then we've got someone who decided to get creative with a carpool lane. A razor company really proving that times are tough and they'll do anything for that dollar. An article about a local thing going on here in the St. Cloud area. And let's pause this. And then a story about an Australian pedophile ring that's busted in the wake of killings of 2 FBI agents. Again, all those people who want to act like that Sound of Freedom thing was a horrible movie and I got a counterpoint for you sitting over here. That's all I'm saying. I got a counterpoint waiting right over here for you. So we'll save that. Tell your friends they can get here. This is a great show, and it's going for another hour and a half and, God willing, 2 hours. But we're certainly getting close to that $35 away on that goal. So we'll see where that's at.
Now, here's something new. Apple is looking to put you in.
I don't give a shit. I don't want your stupid fucking video. This is a read. This is a read, my friend. So there was a story that I was going to be covering yesterday that we didn't get to. A New York City oncologist fatally shot her infant before turning the gun on herself, and apparently now it's coming out that the police responded to the home at least twice this summer, according to a neighbor. Okay, I guess domestic dispute or something. The husband of the New York City oncologist played no role in the tragedy despite speculation on social media, a law enforcement officer said. Trolls on social media are dragging the husband through the mud. Labglass just made some. And New York trooper Stephen Neville told Today.com, but I can tell you 100% unequivocally, without a doubt, that he did not do this. Oncologist Crystal Casetta? I don't know. 40 reportedly shot her 4-month-old daughter to death at about 7 a.m. on Saturday before turning the gun on herself at her home in Summers, according to police. The husband, Tim Talty, was not... Thank you, Labglass, for that one. Even more mud. Was not at their $1 million residence during the tragedy. Neville told the outlet in an effort to clear up. I can't read the story if you shift them over. I fucking hate Fox News for that. All right.
Now here's something new. Apple is looking
Now here's something new. Fox News is such a greedy fucking corporation that they just fucking keep sticking this shit in and play these ads that they want. Well, I suppose that's them pushing their... Well, was that an ad or an ad read? I don't know. It's dumb either way. All right, so the oncologist, again, 4-month-old. What could the 4-month-old have done? She hasn't had time. Thank you, Labglass. Maybe that's it. She kept filling the diaper. An unidentified person called 911 on Saturday morning after hearing the first gunshot. The parents were in the residence at the time of the tragedy. They heard the shot and thought something had fallen in the baby's nursery. When they got to the baby's nursery, they heard the second gunshot and realized nothing had fallen. The unidentified caller then broke into the nursery and found both bodies. Neville doubled down that Talty, a 37-year-old entrepreneur who owns a protein bar company, had nothing to do with the tragedy, despite unfounded conspiracy theories being kicked around by the public. It's really easy for people to come up with conspiracy theories, Neville told Today.com. He's been nothing but cooperative. The family has been beyond cooperative. Talty is the founder of a protein bar company, Talty's Bars, which Casetta helped craft and who is touted on the company's website. The people closest to Crystal will tell you that being a doctor is in her DNA. Well, apparently being a shooter came second. The Talty Bar website states Crystal herself will tell you that she has wanted to be a doctor for as long as she can remember, and even as a child, she could be found wrapping her dolls in gauze. Well, maybe she was thinking about, the baby she'll have to wrap after she shoots it. Look, I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot of respect for the lady who wanted to be a doctor and shot a 4-month-old when she was in 8th grade. Can we stop fucking romanticizing her doctor dreams? She specialized in breast cancer, is now to her now highly removed biography on Sinani's website, and she was a graduate of Albany Medical College before completing her residency. Where we got nothing on the lady. Let's talk about how great her doctor career was. Yeah, it was awesome. Ask the 4-year-old ask the 4-month-old. 4-month-old was the husband gonna this was the best chance that it had to get out before psychological trauma? Well, Salty, for fuck's sake. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a dick move. And somebody else just threw something at. It's Timmy Penguin. Happy to help a cripple out. $20 on the goal from Timmy Penguin. We're gonna call that a hooray. So that's gonna drop our goal down now. Now down by 20. That puts us at 15. We've got plenty of time to hit it. We're gonna leave We're not going to spam the links because they're in the chat. My chat doesn't move. I don't need to spam the links. I'll just say, we are down by... We're at 15. If we don't make it now, F me. Now it's my fault if we don't make it. If I don't do a good enough show to earn $15 more, then but by God, maybe it's me. All right, so this is the next story that we're going to get into. Something happens once, and then you get weirded out, and you're always worried it's going to happen again. You know what I mean? Fat Conan, allegedly. Allegedly what? Was I not supposed to read the thing? No, I think I was. Alrighty. Anyways, as I was saying, did she have postpartum depression? Not making excuses for her. Well, Salty, that could be a thing. Do you take Venmo, says Delcolu? We absolutely do, Delcolu. I'll link the whole thing again. Control C, and Control V, because we're at 15, so we'll link it again. There we go. Control V, boom, and and especially because we've got all these faces that are gonna weird me out. So you can have your little links again. That's what you get. Why are they? And the worst part is I'm doing a studio thing now, so I have two screens. The screen you guys are seeing, which is right here, the one you're seeing, that's here. Over there, over there is the preview screen, but the emote wall is on both of them. So now I have two screens of horror faces. Now there's two on each of them, just slowly dripping by. Here you are. I better get a RIP from the doc. A rip from the doc. Chevy JB, I'll keep you on the list, man. I still don't know how that breakdown works. Like what Rumble keeps. But I'm not going to stress it. For now, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to say we're going to count that $10 in there. So then we'll say we made that 10. So now we're down to 5. So there we go. Down to $5 for the show today. Not going to worry about it too much. Alrighty, so as we all know, the Ocean Gate sub imploded. But Stockton Rush wasn't alone in founding Ocean Gate. His partner in the endeavor was Guillermo Sonline. Sonline made his money in the tech boom in the 1990s with a speech recognition software called Milo, which he sold to Voxio just before the big tech bust in 2000. Ever since then, he's had his sights on exploring outer space. So why Ocean Gate? Rush and I both saw underwater exploration, especially using crewed submersibles, as the closest thing we could do to go into space and further that vision without actually going into space, he said. So now, given how that endeavor panned out, he wants to send 1,000 people to Venus by 2050. You know, the planet that's full of acid and like nothing can survive in it, just volcanic, and greenhouse gases have run amok with the temperature, just boof. So there, you know, the planet's surface runs at about 900 degrees Fahrenheit. The clouds are made of sulfuric acid, and the pressure is equivalent to about 3,300 feet deep in the ocean. Right? So as we've learned, your submersibles can't handle that. The record for one of our spacecraft surviving on the surface is just over 2 hours. It was designed to withstand the grueling environment. But OceanGate thinks they can put people in there? For OceanGate, forget OceanGate, forget Titan, Stockton, forget Stockton. Humanity could be on the verge of a big breakthrough and not taking advantage of it because we as a species are going to get shut down and pushed back into the status quo, he said. His new idea is to create a colony in Venus's atmosphere. He claims that 50 kilometers above the surface of the planet are similar conditions to Earth. It's between 86 and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The gravity is only 1 g. There's some protection against the sun's surface radiation. Never mind the carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid in the air. But without Stockton Rush, who's going to lead the expedition? There's a good question. So, what would be the purpose of living above the clouds if your ship crashes, you're fucked? Delco Lou says, I'm horrible at finding links. I hope you got the PayPal. Well, there is no link in the Venmo. It's Venmo at Johnny Crutches. So I don't see anything on the PayPal yet, Delco Lou. We'll keep it open if something happens. But yes, the Venmo is just Johnny Crutches. Here, I can just do this. Why didn't I? I'm sorry. I should have done that before. And here we go. We're going to just do the overtime either way. I'm sure we'll make that 5 one way or another. And there we go. Control C and Control V. That's the Venmo. Venmo Johnny Crutches. That's the thing. All right. Yeah, this is a horrible idea, and the last person who should pitch it is anyone involved with OceanGate. I think we can all agree on that. Russia sent space probes to Venus 3 times. There was only one that actually got a picture of the surface. Right. And NASA sent multiple vehicles to Venus. We got one that survived the surface for like 2 hours. For like 2 hours on the surface of Venus, it was there working. And then after that, it just completely gave up. And the thing was designed to handle it. But don't worry, the guy who got his submersible equipment from a boat shack shop, he's going to build the... I still don't understand the purpose. Let's forget all of the facts in how stupid the endeavor is. Let's just assume for one quack farting moment that it's possible, that somehow you can make that work. My question is why? Why do you want to live in the sky above Venus? Thank you for quack farting. Why do you want to live in the sky above Venus? Literally, what is the advantage to that? You've got to bring your own air with you. Outside is just shit tons of carbon dioxide. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sending a spaceship to Venus that can only be opened by hot chicks and controlled by an Atari 2600. Oh, man, we're going backwards now, Fat Conan. The game controller was one of the few things that survived, all right? Let's not lose our shit on that. The game controller might have been the best part of that whole operation. So, alrighty. This one's a relatively quick video, and we'll give it the old play. I just want to say again, the whole idea of the Atari controller, it's going to be horrible. You're not going to have enough functionality. You've only got one button, and then the joystick. It'd be like making the whole thing a claw game operation. It's just a bad idea. I don't see that ending well. All right? I do not see that ending well. Anyways, moving on. There's there's a lot of people feeling the pinch with the recession and everything, because I don't know if you know this, but we are like $30 trillion in debt. It's massive. It's just
Boy, are we in debt.
exactly. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, so people are doing whatever they can to survive the crunch, and it's always been a joke that someone might do it. But apparently someone has actually gone the extra mile and tried to cheat the carpool lane. Oh, shit, I got to unmute the audio, which I can't do.
You didn't know? A CHP.
I'm going to play this again because we missed her talking, and I'm sure she doesn't really add anything to this, but she's cute.
Drivers learning the hard way that chauffeuring a mannequin to use the carpool lane is a crime in California, in case you didn't know. A CHP officer spotted this tattooed mannequin in the back seat of the minivan last Wednesday. The driver was issued a $500 ticket. The driver...
Does he get points for creativity? The mannequin's wearing a tattoo shirt. He's got a hat on, a very poorly... Is that supposed to be like a Mexican, like, cholo-looking stash and goatee? I mean, is that racist? Was that drawn on with a Sharpie?
Got the mannequin back, but authorities, of course, reminding the public that, you actually need a real human being as a passenger in order to use the carpool lane.
Yeah, but if I don't use the carpool lane, I have to sit in fucking wall-to-wall, neck-to-neck traffic. It takes forever to get anywhere, and there's just, just burning the gas. The carpool lane's open. There's not enough people. Like, if some of these assholes that are taking up the single driver lane would just group up, then we could all be happy, but they won't do that. So I have to get a mannequin because I don't want to ferret these motherfuckers around. I want to just fucking have the mannequin, and we'll do... Oh, again, I feel like the mustache thing is making it racist. Is that wrong? I need to know who the actual person was who did this.
You actually need a real human being as a passenger in order to use the carpool lane.
Again, I feel like that was racist. Have you ever carpooled? It seems like a nightmare to me. Carpooled? No, I have not. The Atari 5200 had 4 buttons. All right, Fat Conan schooling me on the Atari. I did not remember that, but I will point out, Fat Conan, you specified the Atari 2600, which, as far as I can remember, had just the button on the joystick. Again, don't really remember that. I was going to say that, Johnny. You beat me to it. Oh. Emotional support blow-up doll. I mean, it wasn't a blow-up doll, but if he puts it in the driver's seat, can he call it the autopilot? What if you have a Tesla or one of those self-driving cars? Because apparently those fucking horror shows are a thing. Can you put the mannequin in there as the autopilot and then sit in the back? That'd be kind of cool. Be like, hey, man, no, he's driving. Look, you're using a mannequin in the carpool lane. Am I? Looks like he's driving. Cops tell you to pull over. You never do. That's a extra fine for evading a law enforcement. I wasn't evading. He was. Give him the ticket. He's driving. All right. Anyways, so let's close that. Oh, So it was a Bay Area highway after being spotted in the carpool lane. Their only passenger was a mannequin dressed in a hat and sunglasses. Right? Who was the person? Who's the California driver? We don't have a name? CHP Marin posted a photo of Facebook showing the mannequin. Illustrations of sleeves or tattoos. We don't have a picture or name. I need to know who was responsible for this. He's looking. I'm sorry. That looks like someone going, a step above. And by a step above, I mean no one needed that cholo stash. No one needed that cholo stash, but he had to put it on there. All right. I want to say that what I'm about to read and do hurts me as an individual. If I were a cop, I'd be laughing too hard to write the ticket. Says, well, so, look, I want to give you a ticket, but you know what you do? You put a little speaker behind it that you can call with your phone. So when they open the door, like, this is clearly a mannequin. I don't know. I'm asking him a question. Sir, hey, how you doing? Hey, that's you talking in the phone up there. Is it? I don't sound like that guy at all. Yeah, he doesn't sound like me, I say. I suffered a horrible injury in a gangbang. I can't move anything. Not even my lips. How are you talking? It's magic. I wish I still had the story up. I'd put the picture up and I'd do the whole bit, but I don't have the story up. I have the next one that I'm going to talk about up. And the next one that I'm going to talk about is Harry's Razors. Harry's Razors is one of these mail order razor companies. I've never had a problem with them. However, they've apparently decided to wade into the pander movement of appealing to woke people. I'll say at least over Bud Light, they did a better choice than Dylan Mulvaney, and you're about to find out why. Harry's created a trans razor set specifically for LGBT people. Oh, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Trevor Project, dubbed the Groomer Project by James Lindsay. The Trevor Project is an LGBT groomer site that encourages kids to get cross-sex hormones and surgeries and allows quick escapes from their website to hide visits from parents. Oh, and we've got 2 videos. All right, so let's watch this one on Twitter too. Let's do it that way. All right. So they've done that LGBT thing. I think this is I thought they paired with this person. They're just doing the LGBT shaving kit. But here we go. Look. I'm really sad to say I don't think that's a trans dude. I don't think that's a trans woman with a trans man. I think that's a trans man pulling down that lady. That's not fair, man. Like, I bet my dick works better than yours. It just, really? I mean, I guess if she's into you, I wouldn't be into... All right. Get it? Because you're a man, so you want your razor in pink. Look, I get being a dude is new to you. This is not a dude's razor, okay? Green handle, light blue, fucking receptacle thing. I don't know what this is all about. Pink box. This is a chick's razor, okay? This is a chick's razor. I thought you wanted to be a man. It includes Harry's razor for your face and a flamingo razor for your body. Ooh, flamingo. What body hair do you need to shave? Your legs? Guys don't do that. Do you need to shave the hair around your balls? Because guys do that. What's the body shaving part for? And I get it. I get it that you are a trans man. Do you have to flaunt your mastectomy thing because it looks messed up? I mean, why do you always have to put that out there? Like we have to stare at your scars that you had this surgery to validate what you went through. Why can't you just have your experience? Why does it have to be thrown in our face? I love growing a beard and maintaining it. Having facial hair and a grooming routine is the most gender-affirming thing to me. Again, you're not a dude if the grooming routine is the most gender-affirming thing. And no offense, man. Patchy light beard, dude. No offense. Light beard, dude. The most gender-affirming thing to you if you're a dude should be your dick. Your dick is the gender-affirming thing. Fettuccine El Poo-Poo, that used to be a girl, right? That did used to be a lady. Look, she wanted to shave, whatever, fine, cool, I'm all with it. The idea about affirming your gender, okay, but why do we all have to be part of your gender-affirming journey? Just shave and affirm your gender. And again, if you want to be a guy, this razor is not the way to do it. Your affirming thing should be your penis. That's the gender. Your gender should be affirmed every time you stand and urinate. I haven't affirmed my gender in years, but that's not the point. The point is, wait, nope, I stand corrected. I had to do that at the hospital because there was no other choice. They had to give me the, yep, so never mind. I affirmed my gender today. I stand corrected. I do have a PayPal thing to check into. There we go. Delco Lou with 5. So we are officially done for today's goal. We're doing overtime. Hour and a half in the show. And everything is on tomorrow's goal from here on out. Tomorrow's goal. And there we go. And we'll link that later. We're not going to worry about doing that again. Alrighty. They are straight. They're influencers all over Facebook and TikTok. Who are straight? Strippers got me banned. Who's straight? You're talking about this, this person is straight? I mean, if you're a trans man, and you're straight, shouldn't you be banging dudes? How are you a trans man and straight? That's... Again, I don't... I don't get it. I affirm my gender every time I watch porn, says the Tommy Gunn Show. This trans stuff really gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. Well, let's finish the video. It's almost over. I thought this was them pairing with Harry with this, but the thing is it's totally not a pander, right? They made an LGBT razor that's the same as all the other razors they did, except they put it in a pink box. They gave it a fucking neon green handle and light blue accents because, again, as a man's razor, what we wanted was fucking feathery Easter colors. Here we go. No, this is a chick's razor. So, of course, a lady thinks it's a great razor to affirm her gender when she's pretending to be a dude. This is not a dude affirming their gender. This is a chick cosplaying. Now do a manly thing and call something gay. Do a manly thing and bend her over and take her to town with your... Is it weird that I want to know how his dick works, all right? You're a dude, how does your dick work? How does your dick work? Because that's got to be the most hateful thing. If you're a dude, you went through all of your dude surgery, and your male member is just for show, and you can't do anything more with it, and to take her to Pleasure Town, you still have to put on a strap-on? That's gotta suck. Why is YouTube recommending a piece of shit transphobe streamer to me? I'm not a transphobe streamer. I just think if this is something you need to share, I'm celebrating my pride with facial hair thing, and you're going to ignore the fact that I'm affirming my gender. Like, okay, great, you're affirming your gender. Why does that have to be an us thing? It was less about ripping on the trans person and more about pointing out how that's not a dude's razor. So again, you're not really being a dude. And we're actually going more after Harry for the Harry's razor people for pandering. But I don't know. If you don't like it, why do you feel the need to comment on the show? I feel like you should go. If I'm a huge piece of shit, take it up with YouTube. I mean, I didn't seek you out promising not to be a piece of shit. I am a cripple. We are naturally hateful people. Yeah. And as for the trans thing, again, my whole problem is that this has to be shared with everyone. It has to be online with everyone. I have to sit here. You have to flaunt your double mastectomies the whole time. All right, cool. You're shaving. I'll allow it even for the shaving part. But then the whole time after everything else, look at me. I have to be this way the whole time. No, you could put on a shirt, my friend. Could be done. Again, it's not a dude's razor. It's a pander by a company. So you can call me a transphobe. I'm calling the whole thing a pander. And I'm calling the person who thinks that stuff makes you manly doesn't understand what being manly is. Problem with social media, oversharing, says the Tommy Gunn Show. Mr. Q, I don't understand why watch the show if you don't like it. Go away, assholes. Look, Lime Socks is either doing a bit or has already left. And quite frankly, here's another thing. If you haven't left Lime Socks, why am I a piece of shit transphobe? Because I refuse to bend a little bit on being on the whole trans thing, and I was declared a transphobe, so now I'm leaning in. I simply asked that you leave the kids alone. That was a bridge too far, apparently, so yeah, fuck it, I'm a transphobe. I'm a transphobe. Why? Because trans people don't ever stop. It doesn't stop. Let's talk about something I'm passionate about for a second. Let's make it about me. I love that. Video games. Thank you for this rant, by the way, Lime Socks. If you're not here, I hope you can hear me in the ether. Thank you for giving me something to fill time on my show. Not that I need it, but Thank you all the less. In games like, say, The Sims, where you can make your characters be whatever you want, there is a community of people who are pushing for the right to make their characters have surgical scars for being trans. Because in a game where you're quintessentially God and you could be a benevolent lord and make everyone be what they are or what they should be, like, nobody gets misgendered. You deliberately need people to have been born with the wrong gender and gone through the journey and have to have that journey visible in scars on their body. It's gone too far. And I'm not allowed to say that without being a transphobe. So call me a transphobe, because I already knew it was coming. Alrighty, so back to me, again, hating the pander of Harry's Razors, who absolutely did not do this for money. Oh, but they're going to lean in hard. Here is Harry's Razors explaining their new product line and why they're launching it. Oh, wait, I got to do it this way. That's right. Boop.
Created a really sort of unbalanced dynamic and made the co-parenting thing really hard to actually live in practice. And so, that experience, was one that led us to this conclusion that, hey, we need not just a general parental leave policy, but an equal parental leave policy that treats birthing and non-birthing parents equally. So we've implemented that and give everybody 4 months, regardless of whether you're the birthing parent or the non-birthing parent.
I'm going to play the applause part. See if you can hear the gender that's applauding. Thanks. It sounds like it's mostly ladies. But if you don't understand what he's saying that the birthing parent and the non-birthing parent, because we can't say the man and the woman. But yes, the man gets 4 months off if the lady gives birth. We have to give the man 4 months off too. Hey man, congratulations for woke. Because you know what? I need 4 months off. This has been so rough on me. I haven't been able to for fucking days or weeks. I mean, there was that whole point at the end where she really wanted it, and I'm like, but it seems gross, right? Can I get 4 more months? Can I get 4 months off for my real doll birth? Ordering it now. Yeah, and at least you'll use that time productively. Look, you want to give the guy some extra time off so he can help around the house with the lady. All right, fine. But the idea that the men need the time off too to be with the kid and all that stuff, I don't know. You're screwed if all your employees have a baby. Yeah, it really is going to bring productivity to a halt. Anyone want a kitten? I think my cat's going to be a birthing cat. Why do you think your cat's going to be a birthing cat? Well, because for the last couple weeks, she's been a whoring cat. That usually only ends in one way. Makes me want to go buy the crappy Jeremy's razors from Daily Wire. Well, I wouldn't suggest any of those. Just buy fucking razors at a store. But fuck Harry's razors and these douche canoes. Just the whole we have to pander to a group. And that's what it is. No matter what they're going to tell you up front, they're pandering for the money. The thing doesn't, and yeah, whatever. What am I arguing about? Alrighty, so there we go. I'm guessing Lime Socks bailed. Why is YouTube recommending a piece of shit transphobe streamer to me? Nothing else to say. I was really hoping that, I'm sure I'm going to get a negative comment on that. But I'm also sure, Lime Socks views anyone who's not okay with trans stuff, I'm sure they're all transphobes because, trans people never do anything wrong, even when they shoot a school full of kids. Never do anything wrong, apparently. Fuck them. Alrighty. Moving on. Being on steroids is a bad time for me to deal with that issue that I have very, very strong feelings about, I think. Remember when they told us Gillette was the best a man can get? And then I told us that men were terrible? I'll just knock up all the bitches every 4 months. Trucker 18-wheeler, I don't even know where that one comes in. Alrighty. Anyways, here we go. I was really hoping Lime Socks was going to chime in to say they were joking. And then since they never chimed in to say that, I was hoping they were going to chime in to... Why do you comment if you're not going to stay? Why are you recommending... Why is YouTube? Why don't you take it up with YouTube? Maybe because you like piece of shit, as you call them, piece of shit transphobe streamers. I'm just someone speaking his opinion. I'm sorry. I forgot I'm not allowed to have that with the trans community. I'm not allowed to have an opinion because all dissension is the devil. Anyways, God, that one rubbed me the wrong way. This story. Don't worry. I don't just hate trans people. I'm also not a big fan of the homeless. So don't worry. And I'm going to feed that beast right now. Hey, this is off of KNSI, a news station out of St. Cloud. St. Cloud officials are focused on resolving homeless camp issue. Mayor Dave Kleiss says the city can only tear it down once certain conditions have been met. Courts have ruled that we cannot move unless there's someplace to move to. So we are working very hard with in the folks to do that, the private folks, to find some capacity. We can help facilitate, and partner counties are really the direction for social services. So we're working with our county partners, but we're also working with folks to make sure that there is a place. Kleiss elaborated on how the partnership is going. He says we're working with an entity that can help in that funds are their own facility, so it wouldn't be the city funding, but how can we partner to help facilitate the ability for them to do that? That's really weird. That doesn't make sense. So it wouldn't be city funding, but how can we partner to help facilitate the ability for them to do that? I don't understand what that is. City Attorney Renee Courtney addressed the City Council Monday night, saying that whether the action is criminal or civil, courts have ruled that necessity is a valid defense. If someone can show that there is no other place to go, then they are not able to come up with other arrangements. They cannot be evicted from a temporary camp. So if they have nowhere else to go, they just get to stay where they squat? So if I stop paying on my house, but I have nowhere else to go, I just get to stay here? The bank doesn't get to repossess it and kick me out? Yeah, but I have nowhere else to go, so I'm just going to stay here. I got nowhere else to go. Yeah, but you're not paying on your mortgage. Yeah, but I have nowhere else to go, so you can't legally evict me. I mean, where am I going to go? You have to give me somewhere else to go first. You have to buy me a new house. I was looking at this one for $250,000 on the other side of town. You think you could you can swing that one? Can we pull that off? It could take years for them to kick you out, right? I find it messed up that you can burn the American flag as it's protected under freedom of speech, but you burn an LGBT flag. It's a hate crime. Not advocating burning anything, just saying it's messed up. Saint Laurent, I don't even go that far with it. Like I said, I hate the fact that you can have an opinion about anything, and not even the LGBTQ community, the trans of that community, they have an opinion about everything, and their opinion has to be shared, screamed from the top of the roof and thrown in our faces at every turn. But if you have an opinion that they don't agree with, you're automatically a transphobe, a demon. We have to hate you. Like, okay, fine, go for it. And that's why I've leaned in, because I was called a transphobe when I had reasonable questions. So I'm like, screw it. So now let's just do it hardcore. I don't even need to. You don't even need to question anymore. Just the trans people made me this way. That's my news. Why am I getting recommended to a transphobe? I don't know, but the only reason I'm a transphobe is because trans people made me this way. Blame them. So we can't get rid of the homeless people. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Anyways, moving right along. We have an hour and 15 minutes left in the show, and here we go. An Australian pedophile ring is busted in the wake of killings of 2 FBI agents. The funny part about this story was all the people going, that Sound of Freedom movie is a QAnon conspiracy, which, by the way, haven't seen the movie, full disclosure. No idea if it's a QAnon conspiracy or not. I have not had anyone point out to me how it's a QAnon conspiracy. Mikey Two Milk subscribing on YouTube 10 minutes ago. Thank you, Mikey. Those YouTube subscriptions help get us closer to that goal of being a monetized channel on YouTube. So, Australian pedophile ring busted in the wake of killings of 2 FBI agents. Again, it just really weird. So let's find out about this. Over a dozen men have been charged with sex crimes in Australia following an American FBI investigation that proved fatal for 2 agents. Officials announced Tuesday that 19 men had been arrested and charged with a combined 138 offenses in connection to an international pedophile ring. We will allege that these men were members of a technologically sophisticated online child abuse network that was operating across the country. Oh. You guys still have the death penalty there, right? Like, I just said the whole no kids thing. Like, I am a staunch no kids thing. We are proud of our long-standing relationship with the Australian Federal Police, resulting in 19 Australian men facing criminal prosecution as a result of our collaborative investigation. 2 of the suspects have already been convicted and sentenced, according to authorities. Those convicted are set to serve approximately 15 years in the Australian Capital Territory and 5 years in New South Wales. 13 children were rescued in the operation, but the circumstances of the victims have not been made public. Well, that's nice of them. The Australian investigation began following a fatal shootout between FBI agents and an American suspect tied to the criminal group. FBI agents Daniel Alflin and Laura Schwarzenberger were killed in 2021 while attempting to execute a search warrant for child pornography in Florida. Suspect Dave Lee Huber, 55, fired a rifle through the door, killing the pair of agents, wounding 3 others, and then turned the gun on himself. Alfwin and Schwarzenberger were the best the FBI has to offer. Well, great. Glad we lost them. Laura was not only whatever, Parker written opinion pieces, whatever. We often spoke, and Laura struggled with the darkness she saw, but her faith in... All right. Man went on to highlight the value of those cooperation between nations. What led to the... so the shooting led to the place, and that's where they got the information that led to the pedophile ring? Well, at least they busted it, I guess. Hooray for that. They are doing it to lower property values. So wait a minute, what? Most of them work at Disney, ? Says Fat Cohen. No, I don't think that at all. Again, this was one guy in Florida. It's easier if the Aussies could walk across the border. They're doing it to lower property values so the elites can buy out the areas and build multi-housing to secure a certain voting bloc, but it's also mentioned in Agenda 21, move everyone from rural areas into the city so rural can be turned into farm and alternative power sources for sustainable living. Saint RN, I have no idea idea what we're talking about. I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm really weirded out now. Really, really weirded out now. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's do that again. See where we're at there. Hasn't moved. Alrighty, so let's pull the audio down and get the third hour stories. I'm glad we got through the second hour stories, and we're still pretty much on time. Be able to run our third hour stories, and get us right into that overtime. Which again, we're into overtime, and anything that comes in will go towards the goal for tomorrow. So let's do this. Let's do that. Our third hour stories, Massachusetts is declaring a state of emergency. You won't believe why. It certainly isn't something that they would have called any other state racist for doing. We've got Megyn Kelly talking about the women's losing the soccer team, proving that women, once again, I feel like, love to hate on women. I feel like that's just way too much of a thing. And how many of these? Oh, okay. There we go. We've got people trying to steal an ATM. Oh, was it this one? No, it was this one. Oh. There we go. We got it all done. So in the ongoing struggles of 15-minute cities and such other bullshit, anyways, I loved watching the women's soccer till the anti-American sentiment started. So right up until the beginning. I don't give a shit about the I feel like the sentiment and all that stuff is because they don't get attention if they don't do it. So, I mean, whatever. Let them be bitches. Alrighty, so Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey on Tuesday declared a state of emergency in the liberal state over a surge of migrants that she says has left social services overwhelmed. And she called for more funding and help from the federal government. You want more funding and help from the federal government? Toots, dude, remember when Texas was racist for that? Remember when the southern states have been saying that for a while? They've wanted help from the federal government. They've wanted the federal government to just back off and let them, I don't know, wall off the place with shipping containers. But you guys called that kind of stuff racist, and now that it's washing up on your doorstep, now it's a problem. Once again, going to my point that a whole lot of these sanctuary cities and we need to have an understanding that everyone deserves a chance like liberal people don't seem to get. You cannot, it is not physically possible to feed all of the homeless, all of the hungry, all of the whatever. You can't make a room at the table for everyone. You're going to run out of room. There's only so many seats at the table. It's a shitty thing, but that's the way the world works. I bet you plug it. What? I'll say this, Alex Morgan has a nice pooper. Alex Morgan? Who's Alex Morgan? We're talking about Maura Healey, not Alex Who's Alex Morgan? I don't know Alex Morgan. Who is Carmen Sandiego? All right, Healey, a Democrat, announced that a state of emergency exists due to rapid and unabated increases in the numbers of families with children and pregnant people, many of them newly arriving migrants and refugees living within the state, but without the means to secure safe shelter in our communities. So, in other words, you have migrant homeless people coming into your state in unprecedented numbers. Well, multiply that by several zeros, and now you know what Texas has been doing. We can't handle this. Right. As I've been saying, we can't handle unabated people just washing into this stuff. At a certain point, you can't put out enough seats at the table. You run out of space. Alrighty. The state said nearly 5,600 families, or more than 20,000 people in the state shelter system. And Healy said there are numerous contributing factors, including federal policies on immigration and work authorization, as well as a lack of affordable housing and the end of COVID-era programs. Right, the end of COVID-era programs. Are you saying the COVID-era programs that kept people from coming into the country? Wasn't that horrible and racist? It's funny how this stuff isn't a horrible racist thing once you need it. Once you need it. Massachusetts is the latest liberal jurisdiction to call for help from the federal government due to a surge of migrants. Despite not being anywhere near the besieged southern border, New York City, Chicago, and the state of New York have all made emergency declarations this year and called for help in response to a migrant wave. While the numbers have been only a small percentage of the hundreds of thousands of migrants that hit the border each month, those areas have declared themselves overwhelmed and at capacity as migrants arrive. Healy said in July there were 100 families a day seeking emergency shelter, while the number leaving shelter has declined by 2/3 since 2019, and costs are hitting $45 million a month on programs. Many of these families are migrants to Massachusetts, drawn here because we are, and proudly have been, a beacon to those in need, she wrote in her letter to DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. She also blamed a confusing triangle of immigration laws, inability for migrants to obtain work authorization from the federal government, and an increase in the number of people coming to Massachusetts, and the lack of an affordable housing supply in our state. Healy called for Mayorkas to press Congress and use executive action to remove barriers for work permits for migrants, address our outdated and punitive immigration laws, and to provide additional financial assistance to the state. Where does this come from? Where does this money come from, Toots? Additional assistance to the state. Great. So, where does this money just come? We're just going to print. Do you not understand the recession that's on right now? And you want us to print more money for you? For what? So you can call yourself a liberal, and then what happens when this money is printed and we give it to them, and all of the values of everything go completely in the shitter because we once again just threw money at it? Saint Laurent saying, if these poor countries can't handle their shit, dissolve your government and apply for a U.S. territory. See, that's the problem. The governments in charge in these countries, well, they're having a blast. They're in charge. So they don't care that the people aren't happy. They're not going to apply for a U.S. citizenship. Big Joe's Printing Press. Come on down to Big Joe's Printing Press. We've been printing dollars since I was a boy. Why, I had a car in the back of my garage. I had a whole bunch of boxes about where I print and keep my printers at Joe's Printing Press. We make big old dollars. Joe calls Grand Canyon one of Earth's 9 wonders. All right, you know what? I'll bite. Mm-hmm.
The Grand Canyon, one of the Earth's 9 wonders, wonders of the world. Literally.
Literally, there's only 8. And isn't the Grand Canyon already one of the 8? Are you saying we're declaring it one now?
Think of that. It's amazing. The Grand Canyon, one of the Earth's 9 wonders, wonders of the world. Literally. Think of that. It's amazing.
Is he in front of a green screen? Why does this look like he's in front of the a green screen? This doesn't look real. Doesn't look real. I don't know why, but you can say whatever you want, but that motherfucker back there is not fucking real, okay? I thought Andre the Giant was the 9th wonder of the world, right? Now that we said it, I got to do this. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Joe Biden calling the Grand Canyon the 9th wonder of the world. Oh no! Oh no, you didn't! By God, it's Andre! It's the 9th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. He is gonna come and rip Joe Biden in half. I swear to Christ, that man has a family, a very dangerously embezzling family, and there is no respect being paid by Andre the Giant after being insulted by Joe Biden. I know it's a horrible JB impersonation. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's horrible. It's dog shit. Alrighty. Look, a microwave. Oh. I do appreciate that little clip there of Joe Biden continuing to just stick his foot in his mouth and calling the Grand Canyon the 9th wonder of the world. I'd also like to remind all of us.
Boy, are we in debt.
I mean, I'm saying maybe we have other fish to fry, other problems. We have a show going for another hour. Thank you for being part of it, whether it's on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. Lower numbers I gotta get used to the evening show in the summer, just doing lower numbers. I just doing lower numbers. Maybe it's because I'm a huge transphobe. Yeah, that's what it's gotta be. Alrighty, so closing that out. I think we're done with this. Eric Adams and her, yeah, you suddenly care because it affects you. Go fuck yourselves. Alrighty, we're gonna get to this story really quick here. Oh, is this a video one? I'd love to do a video story on this. So people keep saying that, oh, the justices are all Republicans and it's bias and there's no equality in America, and shame on the Republicans and shame on all of the tactics they use to do it. Ironically enough, I don't think I'm going to hear that complaint for this one. Justice Roberts and Justice Barrett join liberals as Supreme Court revives federal ghost gun restrictions. You know, that Second Amendment right that all the Republicans are bound and determined to, because of course that's why they went after the right, the abortion, the Roe v. Wade thing. It's because of their Republican leanings and their Republican religious beliefs. And we all know next to babies, they worship guns just as hard. Well, apparently they said, hey, ghost guns, not okay.
We've gone through periods where we had so many boxes in inventory. We started to see where some of the floors were collapsing just under the weight of all these boxes of records. Somebody was pushing.
This is not that. All right, so this is a completely... Thank you for taking the Fox route, and we're going to just skip that and do this. And I got to get a transition button. Can I move the button? Anyways, So let's move that over there. Boop. There we go. Let's just read this. The Supreme Court on Tuesday agreed to freeze the lower court order that bars the government from regulating so-called ghost guns, untraceable homemade weapons, as firearms under federal law. The brief order grants the Biden administration's request to allow the regulation to remain in effect while legal challenges play out. Ghost guns are kits that a user can buy online to assemble a fully functional firearm. They have no serial numbers, they do not require background checks, and provide no transfer records for easy traceability. Critics say they are attractive to people who are legally prohibited from buying firearms. Right? So let's make a whole bunch more laws on the guns, because then the people who can't get them legally, they'll totally follow those rules. Alrighty. The vote was 5-4. By the way, I don't own any guns. I don't own guns. I have swords like a man. The vote was 5-4. Chief Justice John Roberts and fellow conservative Justice Amy Coney Barrett joined the court's 3 liberals to allow the rule to take effect. Justice Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, and Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh would have denied the application. That's 4, not 3. Oh, no, it was. It was 5-4. Jesus Christ. In 2022, the Bureau of ATF updated its regulations to define the kits as firearms under the law so that the government could more carefully track them. The rule does not prohibit the sale or possession of any ghost gun kit, nor does it block an individual from purchasing such a kit. Instead, it requires compliance with federal laws that impose conditions on the commercial sale of firearms, those conditions including requirements that commercial manufacturers and sellers mark products with serial numbers and keep records to allow law enforcement to trace firearms used in crimes. Right? We just ask that you can imprint because I'm sure they just haven't thought of it, putting a serial number in the gun. I'm sure it was completely just oops-a-doodle. I didn't think, why would I want to bother with that part? It's almost like they didn't want to do it. I'm sure that can't be the thing. I love U.S. women's soccer, or at least the U.S. women's soccer team. The U.S. women's soccer team, no background checks for a machete, right? Nobody does a background check for a machete. My swords never got background checks. All of my knives, nobody even batted an eye. I got a bunch of them. I've got so many sharp-bladed objects around here, people who worry about my mental health should probably be concerned. But, like I said, no background checks, which is, again, why I'm all for have your guns. Because if you really are like, I need to protect myself, well, hey, man, go get a gun. I don't want to get a gun, or I can't get a gun. You can get a sword. Fuck, do they do background checks for a bow and arrow at Walmart? If they do, you can make one on your own. You got a string, you got a branch, you got 2 extra sticks, you got a bow and arrow, my friend. All right, anyways, let's go to that. And no background checks on flamethrowers. Right, well, I mean, if you get killed by a flamethrower, you got to let them get in close. It's very obvious that thing is not there for fun. Like, I mean, at what point are you asking to be a victim? I love anyone that takes this show seriously. That asshole before, oh man, how can you take this guy talking like this seriously? I have no idea. Anyways, let's go ahead and transition.
Athletes are on the world stage. It used to unite Americans, something that everyone would start cheering for. But after the U.S. women's soccer team fell in the World Cup over the weekend, many Americans are instead cheering their loss.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, and before we get to that, I want to point out a couple of things. We're going to go back a bit. I apologize. Yeah, let's not bother CNN while you're busy shilling this bullshit. Let's not bother talking about why people are thrilled about their loss. You know, it's so disgraceful for us to shame the women's soccer team. That's disgraceful for us as Americans. Right, let's not bother talking about how they disgraced America on a world stage and why we're all thrilled about it. No, we're just going to talk about the fact that people are happy about it. And I also wanted to say the reason I love the women's soccer team for this. The women's soccer team did this shit. They got this backlash. Hilarious. But because of that, we have one woman right here who's about to complain about another woman coming up next who is happy for the failure of another woman. It is a trifecta of ladies hating ladies. Girl on girl hate crime. Girls gone wankery.
Their loss.
I'm thrilled they lost. Good. I'm glad you went down. You don't support America. I don't support you.
The vitriol doesn't stop there, by the way. Some posts.
How is that vitriol? Did you forget the part where she said, you don't support America, I don't support you? You immediately started this pander scheme with the whole, this is bad. This is a bad look for us to not support our team.
Called them entitled, ungrateful, woke pieces of trash.
All of these things entirely accurate. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's untrue. Again, you live in this country where you're allowed to dissent, and somehow they were allowed to express themselves, and us expressing ourselves at the glee of their defeat is apparently wrong. This is the same as the thing before. You don't get to tell me when you express your opinion that my opinion in reaction is somehow forbidden. And again, I love it. One lady bitching about another lady bitching about a whole team of women. Just estrogen attack on estrogen. Egg on egg violence.
Megan Rapinoe. Others criticized their actions during the national anthem. Donald Trump jumped on the hate train as well, blaming Joe Biden and saying that the country is going to hell. I want to bring in Rachel Nichols, host of Headlines with Rachel Nichols on Showtime.
Look, I'm not saying that Joe Biden wasn't a bit of a pander to jump on this, but he's also not wrong about that we're on a train to hell. Have you seen the economy? I mean, I know you're busy shilling for Biden, but trust me, dude, he's not wrong. And oh my God, two redheads, neither one looks truly natural, so I already call you both sus. And if you are natural redheads, the one on the right in the green, good... I'm so angry that they're hating on women. You guys are about to hate on a chick for hating on women. You're going to hate on everyone for hating on the soccer team. But again, the soccer team got that response because they shit on their country before they lost. Not a really good way to go. I'm on a highway to inflation. All my loans are on probation. I'm on a highway to inflation. Yeah, this is really hard to make that fit. I tried. Nichols is super woke from ESPN. Great. All of CNN belongs in the trash. Fat Conan, I don't entirely disagree. Equal pay equals equal hate. Dude, they don't get equal pay, and they don't deserve equal pay. More importantly, they got the hate they earned, and that's the part I have a problem with. Let us hate them. They went out on a world stage and made us look like shit with this whole, we don't support our country. Then don't play for it. They wanted to go play in the Women's Soccer World Cup, but they don't want to support America? Then don't be on the American soccer team, bitch. I am sick and tired of this idea that people have to be a part of something that they don't agree with, or if something they don't agree with has to allow them to be part of it. I don't agree with this country, but I have to be part of the women's national soccer team. No. You have to have a certain level of patriotism to do that sport. If you want to have your opinions about how America behaves and things they want to improve on, sure, share those opinions. Tweet to the stars. But do not sit there and disgrace the national anthem because I'm making a statement. Go fuck yourself.
Time, along with CNN political commentator S.E. Cupp. Let me begin with you, Rachel, because there's been lots of vitriol from conservatives around this loss, and many people who would be normally one talking about America first.
Okay, you officially are a stupid fucking cunt. People would be talking about America first. Yes, and guess what the entire team did? They disgraced the national anthem. They don't get America First privilege after they shit on the national anthem. And we didn't ask for them to lose. They shit on the anthem and they lost, and we said, good, fuck them. Because again, we are America First. And the part you're ignoring is that they shit on America. I mean, this is why I'm playing this video, by the way. A lot of people are like, CNN sucks. No, I'm on steroids, and I wanted a good reason to hate someone, and I'm going to have fun on this one. Because, again, you are pointing out exactly why the criticism is justified. These people that are giving them criticism are patriotic, and they shit on the country. But you don't want to talk about that part. You just want to talk about the outrage that these women received from the conservatives. It's so gross. Stop playing for your fucking teams. It makes you such a horrible piece of shit. And that's coming from, according to Lime Socks, a piece of shit transphobe streamer.
Why do you think this is the reaction towards this team in particular?
I think it's kind of two separate buckets here, right? So I understand the human nature of if there's someone you don't like, if there's someone who has angered you or offended you, or you just don't care for them, and they stumble in some way, having a little satisfaction over that. Let's be honest, people do that in their daily lives. Politically, people on the left do that too. That is not just the province of the right in this country. But that's very different than what we heard in some of these other comments, which were they lost because they were woke. They lost because of their political beliefs. And that's...
Again, they flaunt their political beliefs on the field during the national anthem. It's a huge part of who they are. If they put that much effort into soccer, let's see how they do. Now, again, the whole idea that you can't have a problem with people who do this shit, who throw this shit at you, and then they say they hate everything America stands for this, that, and the other, and then they want to play for the American team because it's the pinnacle of their sport. This is the definition of a greedy bitch just wanting it both ways. She wants to hate the people in the country that are paying for her to do the sport she loves. That you want to hate your job, but you want to do it because it's the job you love. I don't get this. What the fuck is this? All right, so Ignat's saying, so glad I don't watch any sport anymore. Frees up a lot of time. Right? Fat Conan, more time practicing, less time woking. I know, such a waste of life caring about sports. It's if it's a sport you really enjoy, go out and participate in it yourself. I mean, yeah, but maybe you can't make that professional level, and you like seeing the high level of competition. Look, I'm not going to shit on anyone for enjoying watching sports. I'm not going to shit on anyone for getting invested in a sport that they love. But I will say, if your whole thing is using your plateau, or I don't want to say platform because I feel it, using your platform to push a woke message and a woke agenda, you're going to agitate anyone against that. And again, we keep glossing over the fact that if that wasn't enough, they did the stupid national anthem bit, which isn't even original. It's just a cringy way to make a statement for 2 seconds. So fuck these bitches, you know? It's Idiocracy, the movie turning into real life. Yeah, we've been talking about that every week. Or in these girls' cases, Flatform. Aha. Everyone hit the like button. Fallen's right. We need to get that like button up so we can get more of those people in here asking, what the fuck is this show with this horrible person I'm making a split-second judgment on? Nope.
That's where I just sort of get to make it make sense, because is the implication that Megan Rapinoe had a penalty kick sail a few inches over the goalpost because she was...
Well, more than a few inches, more like a few feet. But, again, make it make sense. Okay. They insulted their country during the national anthem. The one thing that nobody seems to want to talk about, they insulted their country during the national anthem. What more do you need? And by the way, few inches my ass. That was a head height. What was she aiming at? A fan? Here's a souvenir for some lucky son of a bitch. Waboom!
2 inches over the goalpost because she was, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. Was she distracted by the fact that 4 years ago she didn't visit Donald Trump in the White House? I mean, what are we saying? How does being woke in the way that the criticism is mean that...
No, she was distracted by thinking about how am I going to post about the victimhood that I endure every day. She was distracted by thinking about, man, I really wish I were still kneeling right now. Can we talk about something she did recently that she might be distracted by? Again, this whole idea that she didn't go to see Donald Trump 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's really distracted by, that she didn't see Donald Trump 4 years ago. Again, that's not why people are mad at the women's soccer team. It has nothing to do with not seeing Donald Trump 4 years ago and everything to do with the shit they did in the national. By the way, guess who's not in office right now? All those people she hated and couldn't stand. You could have gone to the White House this time if you had bothered to win. You could have gone to the White House and hung out with Joe Biden and his embezzling family. He could probably slide you a few bucks. You know, you're hurting financially. I hear he gets millions of dollars from China and Ukraine.
That they were losing a soccer game, a very competitive soccer game against one of the best teams in the world. And the idea of accusing...
It wasn't a competitive soccer game, from what I understand, but all right.
...them of being woke or pieces of trash or ungrateful is strange to me in and of itself, only in that the number one issue, the biggest issue for this women's soccer team over and over again is they wanted equal pay for equal work. They, in fact, found it particularly egregious that they were much more successful than the men's team and still were not getting paid.
Right. So they can play that men's team and kick their ass, right? Equal pay for equal work. If the work you're doing is equal, you can compete with the men. Like, get on the field and compete with the men. But we've seen how that goes. Just because you put in the same amount of time doesn't mean equal work. You also don't attract the audience as much. And, oh, by the way, all of your woke crap is really helping sell those ticket sales. Oh, man. Equal pay, asses in seats, paying money to watch. See, but they view playing soccer as equal work, even if they can't play soccer at the level of those people. So I'm willing to meet them halfway on that. I won't even go to the butts in the seats, which you have a very valid point. But I'll say, if you want to say equal pay for equal work, then play the men's team. See how well they do against you or you against them. You're apparently doing so much better than the men's team, you should be able to smoke the men's team, right? Oh, that's right. The men's team would beat the ever-loving piss out of you without breaking a sweat because equal pay for equal work doesn't somehow come across to you as your work isn't equal. You're not doing the same amount of work. You're on a lower level of performance than the men's team. Accept it. And that's, by the way, not what any of this shit is about, you three dumb cunts. And we haven't heard from SC Cup
as well as them. So if that's the chief thing that they have represented over and over again, and that's the problem that some of these politicians have with them, what are...
The problem is the anti-American sentiment during the national anthem. If you want to slap this shit in there, fine. Go ahead. But, and thank you so much for being a woman on it and just ignoring the issue and going, if they have a problem with us wanting equal pay. No. they have a problem with the not saluting the national anthem. I can't even do it anymore. I can't finish the last, what is this, 5 seconds. So I guess we don't get to SE Cup in this clip. So I don't know what SE Cup has to say. But the problem was the national anthem shit. The thing you're fucking ignoring. Yes, Megyn Kelly is thrilled they lost, and she screamed, "I'm thrilled they lost." And I love how those 3 dumb bitches who work at CNN are all too stupid to realize that you don't support America, I don't support you. You guys didn't bother to answer that question for 2 seconds. God, I want to be a bigger show so I can call out CNN and it actually gets back to them. Just so I can do it. I don't know, man. I got to get on there somehow, and I got to just be like, hey, but you guys suck. I mean, like, you're fucking... That is literally, you aired a clip of someone explaining the exact problem, and then you spent 2 minutes ignoring it. You spent 2 minutes ignoring exactly what the main point of what Megyn Kelly said. You don't support America, I don't support you. Just fucking, their 3 viewers were upset. Oh, no. Trucker 18 we were saying it's basically going to work for a company you've always wanted to work for, then complaining about the company while you're there, then whine about the company going under. She was distracted because she knew as soon as she missed, everyone would be shoving shit in her face. Yeah, but was it a close game? I thought it wasn't even close. I thought the penalty kick didn't mean anything. It was 0-0. It was a close game of 0-0. We sat there for 2 hours and neither team scored. Kind of like any of the guys that tried to hit it with any of them ladies. It was a close game. No, it wasn't. It was a boring game. It was a 0-0 score. That's not a close game. That's a boring game. Ugh. That's a boring game. Even in hockey, if it's 0-0. And that's it's a boring game. Put some fun, get some action moving. There is something to be said for up and then down and then up and then like the whole like, oh, no one scored. Woo. Woo.
Hey, laser lips, your mama was a snowblower.
Yeah, but at least she put some fucking numbers on the board, god damn it. Don't stand for that shit. All right, thank you so much for being part of the show. Really appreciate having everyone in here, having an awesome time. We're all having fun, and I can't believe I didn't see who did that thing a minute ago. Yeah, nope, I didn't see that come up. It just had a weird sound drop out of nowhere. Did I bump it? I don't think so. At any rate, so we've got that done. We got the RNC thing on Biden. We got that done. We have 30 minutes left in the show. We're going to get through all of these stories and then maybe a couple of our overtime ones. And then we'll get going at that. Defense battles are boring in every sport. Yeah, but it wasn't even a defense battle. I didn't watch it. I just saw that it was a 0-0 score. And on the penalty kick that could make all the difference, Megan Rapinoe flat out whiffed it. Whiffed it. And if she hadn't whiffed it and scored, they would have squeaked out a victory by luxury of penalty kick. So again, if you're going to shit on the country you're playing for during their national anthem, expect a rather thorough amount of shitting on you when you whiff your game-clinching penalty kick. All right? I'm just saying. It's called a cause and effect, people. Cause and effect. Oh, no. Damn it. I wanted to do a story about a turtle going viral after, or a gym manager going viral after kicking out a turtle. I'm going to have to kind of play it and narrate it because this story for CNN is narrated by Janine Moose. And I refuse to give that woman's god-awful, screechy... What blackmail evidence does she have on CNN? Whose pictures does she own? Does she have like some sort of political pressure and she just always wanted to work at CNN? Why is Janine Moose in this economy still employed to be the nails on chalkboard for CNN stories? Why? The one time I don't check a fucking story, it's a Janine Moose story. Alrighty, let's go to this. I want to see this manager kick out the turtle. All right, so the turtle came with no waiver or day pass. All right, so he's just a turtle moving around. I got some dumbbells, some benches. Oh, Janine Moose is doing a horrible ad. Fuck you, Janine Moose. All right, so all right, now I got to unmute this. Ugh. Hey, you know what's even better than having Janine Moose narrate a story? You get to look at this Crypt Keeper's face. Awesome.
Hickey Baker.
It's a turtle. I don't know if I should pick you up. I don't want you to snap at me, and I don't want to hurt you.
It was Nikki who added the turtle commentary, taking on the turtle with a towel.
What are you gonna do? You gonna dry me off? Gonna put it on me like a blanket? Tug me in, go night-night?
You always think turtles are slow, but no, this guy was going.
Seeking cover under equipment, inspired perhaps.
All right, fuck you. Janine, you're reaching too far, and I hate your voice. I hate your voice. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Alrighty, so there we go, and boop. If I can move the transition button from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, or onto the Stream Deck as a whole, I would be happy. Alrighty, there we go. Or if there's a key code that I can like just hit to, yeah, I'd have to click into this and then, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So the manager went viral for kicking out a turtle. It sounds like she didn't go viral for kicking out the turtle. It just, the whole clip was cute and it went viral. I'm sorry. I thought that was more of a thing than it was. Alrighty, so we'll do this story pretty quick, and then we'll get into our last story from the third hour's stuff. Again, we've met our goal for today, so if you kick in anything, sound drops, bits, and things, we'll add those up. And zombie alert, what? I would rather shave my balls with a bent rusty machete than watch women's soccer. It's a good meme of Rapinoe dressed up as the Imperial Commander training stuff. Thank you, Labglass, for the 125 bits. Again, that will go towards tomorrow's goal. We'll tally that up later today and kick that in, and we'll see where we're starting off tomorrow. Again, kicking all of that forward. Thank you so much. And a friendly reminder, if we reach a fully funded day before that day happens, we bring Humpty in for that day automatically. So top rank women's pro Iga Swiatek left social media users baffled last week with images of her practicing with her mouth taped began to circulate online. Is there... Nope, they're just pictures. I gotta say, she looks all right when her mouth isn't taped, but What's the message you're trying to send, Toots? I'm just curious. What do we, or would we be better on that view? Yeah, that view works, actually. We'll try it that way. What message is that supposed to send? So this is how you train? Is this a cardio thing? Like you can't let yourself suck in air, or is this so you don't make that kind of weird grunt noise that all of you guys make that's almost hot when you hit the ball? Ugh! I'm like, oh, I bet that's what it's like when you take a ball, am I right? Ugh! Again, why wouldn't you love this show? So this is again the controversial thing. She taped her mouth shut. Not the hottest look I've ever seen, if I'm gonna be honest, but not the worst. I mean, I like the open mouth look, but now you just look, I don't know, you look kind of bitchy. I don't know. I take it back. You're better with your mouth taped shut.
I feel strangely drawn to its
What?
presence.
Awake Jimmy rating us with 26 members. Awake Jimmy rating us once again. Good to our regular raid from Awake Jimmy. We get rated by absolutely no one else, but Awake Jimmy always there for us. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Oops, I can't do applause if I have the audio down. Seeing some fun names. Bowtie, another woman who should be seen and not heard. says Scruffy D. Thank you. All the clam drivers in America will be disappointed. What? Why will the clam drivers be disappointed? Why would the clam divers? I don't get why they'd be disappointed. Because their mouth's taped shut? Doesn't really make sense. All right, well, welcome throbbing members, says Labglass. Yes, raid members, but... Scruffy D launching us with a taco night. We're already into our overtime. We've hit our goal, so all of that will contribute towards tomorrow's program. Thank you for being that person. Holy shit, close to a hype train.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
Johnny Chimpo subscribing at tier 1. That's That's 23 months subscribing. Thank you so much, Johnny Chimpo. Some cowbell for you.
Tier 100.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809.
It's legal in Minnesota now.
And here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Tier 100.
Thank you so much. So I definitely have a controlled burn to do after this, and I'm definitely going to be saying Ivy's not coming downstairs for a bit while we open a window and let that disperse. Holy Jesus. That is a tag. Oh, by the way, the kitty's here, and since we're all funded and stuff, let's turn on the kitty cam. Where's the kitty cam? Kitty cam. Does that work? Kitty cam. Haha.
Hey,
it does work.
Laser Lips, your mama was a snowblower.
Thank you, Orange Boy, for the 1,000 channel points. Those don't count towards the hype train because, again, those aren't monetary. Those are for fun. But thank you all the same. Where is my sound drop that I need for my kitty sound drop?
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
It is. She always gets hair on my mic and into my face, but there we go. She is a nice kitty. And we have a interesting shot for you. Let's go ahead and jump over. Oh, the kitty cam didn't come up because I didn't do. I forgot. All right, we'll have to fix that later. Oh well. Let's go ahead and Nice pussy, says Trucker 18. Yeah, you didn't actually see the kitty because the camera didn't turn on. I do have a nice kitty. Hey, everybody, it's Tegra. I do have a nice kitty. We can't do anything here. You get... yeah, dude, I'm sorry, man. But hey, say hello to Meg for me. I'm sorry I haven't been around much. I've been doing a lot of different shit. And apparently I'm going to have to start doing more. We just lost the cat, so we won't bring the kitty cam back. At any rate, yeah, I gotta get back over on that stuff. If only the game streaming thing was how that went. All right, so we have thieves using a forklift in an ATM robbery. I can't wait to see this. Supposedly it goes wrong, but if you ask me, when you're going to use a forklift in an ATM robbery, is there a wrong? I mean, you either win and you get your robbery, or I win and I get this video. Actually, I win either way because I get the video.
Two suspects tried to steal an ATM machine with a forklift and a pickup truck in Sacramento, California.
I've been doing this job for 18 years.
Because things are going so star-spangled awesome in this economy that people have taken to knocking over ATMs. And we're about to hear this guy explain that he's been doing this job for how long and he's never seen anything like this. Yeah. Weird, huh? It's almost like in the last 4 years. You know what? I'm being a dick. I'm talking about all this shit, and I just keep forgetting that.
Boy, are we in debt.
Two suspects tried to steal an ATM machine with a forklift and a pickup truck in Sacramento, California.
I've been doing this job for 18 years. I really can't think of the time someone actually successfully grabbed an ATM machine.
The pickup truck drove away with the ATM, but the machine fell off during the escape. The heist ended without any money being stolen from the ATM and the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office on the lookout for the would-be robbers.
Hold on. Oh, no.
You gotta have a look at this. See,
God
bear
damn it.
cub.
Damn it. I gotta fucking reload that. Someone actually pulled in to use the fucking... Someone pulled in to use the ATM and went, oh, never mind, they're stealing it. I better go. I better leave. Oh, wow. That is great. And it fell off the back of the truck, so all of that was for nothing. Oh, there we go. The hype train finishing out there at level 1 of whatever. It didn't say because I can't see the thing. All right, you know what? Whatever. We'll do a controlled burn, and thank you for all that support. The machine fell off the truck, yeah. Always close the tailgate. You can't close the tailgate when the machine's sitting in all of it. It's called gentrification. That's what happens when they eat people from the cities and move them. What? I'm guessing. Glad you like cats. I got 3. I have a dog and possibly more cats, but I live in an apartment. Yeah, I have 4 cats in this house, and I'm going crazy. So, you had dogs to that. You're just dumb. Damn Ford Chevy would have got... Chevy would get your ATM home. That's right. That's right. Ford. It's Ford to just... I can't make a Ford acronym about dropping an ATM. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Florida or no, I got nothing. I got nothing. Nothing. The only place selling recreational weed is Red Lake Indian Reservation, says Connor Fullerton. Yes, Connor Fullerton. But now that weed is legal for people to have, the medicinal side is no longer taxing and doesn't pay taxes on people for it because people who need it medicinally now no longer have to pay taxes since it's taxed on the legal side. So that medical card is looking real damn good right about now. Because guess what dispensaries are fully stocked, open, and ready to roll? The medicinal ones. Now, you might be asking yourself, Johnny, didn't you refuse a medical card on some personal grounds? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I now those personal grounds are removed. I'm going to go get a medical card again. It's all about what you can afford in this economy. I'm sorry. And now that seems like a more affordable route. I'm all for it now. I am a flip-floppy motherfucker when it comes to my bank account. Let me tell you. Alrighty. Let's drop this audio while we did the third hour stories. Because that was the forklift in Sacramento crime. And we have 15 minutes left in the show. Ford makes good yard ornaments, though. I don't agree with that. They rust like a motherfucker. Yeah, if you think Swiss cheese is a lawn ornament. No car makes a good lawn ornament, period. No car makes a good lawn ornament. All right, so we've got that, and we're going to do that for sure. That one probably. This one maybe. How long is this one? This is only a minute. Okay. Oh, this is from 8 years ago, so I don't even know if I give a shit about that one. Alrighty, and then we'll grab this one also. Come on. And... oh, yeah, I don't think we'll have time for that. Oh, dude, that's still playing? Okay. All right, and then this, we have a another case of a monkey snatching a purse, and that is entirely... ooh, and we're going to go to the story on this one.
Oh, my God. No.
I might have to sound clip this. I'm going to say it right now. I might have to sound clip this. Let's make sure our audio is up all the way. It is. It's good there. Alrighty, so we're going to do that and go like this. And boop. Oh. Monkey steals a woman's purse. Take it away, ABC7.
Oh, my God. No. Lita, get it. I need that purse. I need that purse. Girl, you better grab it quick. I can't. Grab it right now. Get your purse. Don't throw it. Where's he at? He's right behind you. Stand still. Come on, walk, Rita. Walk, Rita.
Damn it, I was really hoping for a sound drop out of that. I was really hoping that monkey stole your purse.
No! Rita, get it. I need that purse. I need that.
All the purses you could go for, monkey. All the purses you could go for. You went for hers. And wait a minute. Why do you need that purse? You're holding another purse. Why do you have two purses?
Girl, you better grab it quick. I can't. Grab it right now. Get your purse. Don't throw it. Where's he at? He's right behind you. Stand still.
Why do you have two purses?
Come on, walk, Rita. Walk, Rita.
Why do you have two purses? I don't get it. I just watched it and I don't fucking understand. At Rusty Grammar, take your pick. What? Johnny, there's a lot of Ford Galaxies sitting on blocks. The Appleton, Oshkosh, Oshkosh, Green Bay region of Wisconsin. Take your pick. Those aren't going to work. I need one that runs. All right. I do not need a passion project. And if they're sitting on blocks in Wisconsin, they're probably rusted to shit. Like I said, Danger Bird Walter. The monkeys are coming. Well, I mean, a monkey came, possibly on the purse. We'll never know. But yeah, the monkey stole the purse. She got it back. Is it really theft if he didn't have it for very long? He didn't get anything out of it. Seems weird to call it theft. But all right, a tourist attempted to snap a selfie with a monkey in Indonesia, shared a video of the moment the small but sneaky primate stole her purse. said she was visiting the U-Bud monkey forest in Bali when she attempted to take a selfie with a seemingly friendly monkey. Video recorded by Kapaj's sister shows the monkey reaching out and taking the purse from her hands. Initially tries to take the purse back, steps away. All right, so from now on, if I get asked if I'm a critical thinker, I'm going to show them this video she wrote. What? How does that video prove you're a critical thinker? I don't know. Really don't. Anyways, we're looking at 13 minutes left in the show, and this video here is only 11 seconds long, so we're gonna have to grab one of the other ones. But have you ever heard of mind karate? Because I haven't. I think this is a scam. I really do. I think mind karate is a scam. Thank you, Fat Conan, for the weird, creepy faces. Why do I need it? I know, that's why I said it. Yeah, well, thank you. I have a javelin in my yard. You mean a car or like an actual javelin? Either way, I don't know that I'm interested in that. I'm kind of fixated on the Ford Galaxy. Call me what you will. Some people call me stupid. They're not wrong, but I am fixated on the Ford Galaxy. Anyways, I present to you Mind Karate. Senpai. I don't believe it's real. I don't believe that the minute Grandpa touched you, he invaded your mind and made you feel intense pain. I'm sorry. That's one of those where I think you need to make me tap out. You need to make me tap out before I believe that. He didn't MK Ultra karate. I'm going to play it one more time, but imagine if you could that this has no video. If you're just hearing it, does it kind of sound like he's coming? That's a man shooting ropes and slapping an ass. And now he needs a nap. Oh, wow. Was it Wayne Chambers saying, Johnny, you were on fire today. Really, you're a cool, no legs, your new name. You're a cool no legs. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I had fun today on the show. I actually, talk about me for a minute because I love doing that. I'm doing better because I am mentally actually fucking capable of doing better. When I'm on steroids, my nerves are functioning better, so I am literally able to walk better. I have more stamina, and I'm able to think better. I have been in an involuntary stupor for the last 6 months, and the most depressing part is that as I get out of it over this next week, I fear going back because you don't realize how far in you are until you start wading out. That's where it gets fucking depressing. Anyways, I did not know this video is 8 years old. Apparently, there was a lady who stole the rapper Honey Cocaine's lyrics, and she got exposed for this. I didn't know there was a rapper named Honey Cocaine. Sounds like a stupid rapper name, but let's see if the juice was at least worth the squeeze. And please tell me it's the white lady that's about to plagiarize a rapper.
But please do not.
What is that about? It just...
All right, maybe she's not white, but she's definitely super light-skinned.
About your shit? Yeah, I understand. Go ahead. Go ahead.
White bitch and I got this. It's that black market I'm shopping. Last kings we bustin'. Well, I'm the first queens, no option. I heard they hate it and I don't give a fuck.
Okay. No, hold on. This is honey cocaine.
Oh, who the fuck is honey cocaine?
I swear to God, I heard that shit. Hold on.
What the fuck is honey cocaine?
I'll play the song right now. She just asked who honey cocaine is. I will play the song right now. Hold on. Bitch's teeth. I swear I heard it on my mouth.
Yeah, because you said something about Last King. Ain't Tiger Last King?
Yeah.
Hey, ain't Tiger Last King? Yeah.
I once again have to ask, who the fuck is honey cocaine? Who the actual fuck is honey cocaine? Weird burn. You stealing honey cocaine. You stealing from honey cocaine. Dude, it wasn't a weird burn. She literally was quoting word by word a song by Honey Cocaine. She came out as I'm a big bad rapper, and her big bad rap was literally someone else's rap. Who the fuck is Honey Cocaine? Who the fuck is Honey Cocaine? I have no idea who Honey Cocaine is. All right, so we did that. Cringe vid. We had this listed as cringe vid. Let's see what this is. Because, again, we have 7 minutes. Oh, yeah, dude. We can do 7 minutes on this one. This one's also from 8 years ago, but every once in a while, a video slips through the internet and not enough people see it. I end up seeing some of this shit because I unfortunately have the job of providing videos and things like this for you guys. So it's gotten to the point where the algorithms for me, well, here we are. I introduced to you, I don't even know his name, but he has a new girlfriend.
Hero time. Another hangout time. Yes. I'm going out today. I'm going to meet up with a friend I haven't seen in about a year, you know. I like to say a year and all because she basically...
Tuesday is not news day, says Totem Heart. It's Taco Day. Well, there is a Taco Day sound drop. But Tuesday News Day was a quick title I could throw together because I, unfortunately, was in the hospital during my usual prep time for a procedure I had to go through. So it's just, it is, oh shit, my video comes back from the archives to haunt me again, says Fat Conan. Oh no, is this really Fat Conan? Are you Hero 99? Did you just out yourself as Hero 99? I think you did. Fat Conan is Hero 99. Let it be said that news was broken here on this program, on this day and this time. Fat Conan is Hero 99.
It goes every so often to another country and state and way out of here. And she comes back like around Christmas, Thanksgiving time and all. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go do right now. And we'll see who the special guest is today. And don't forget, Thursday coming up and all, it's going to be another hangout video. What's up, everybody?
I'm going to say you look a lot better in the daytime. Looking a lot better in the daytime. So this is what you look like, Fat Conan? Had some sun from the beach back then.
I'm here at Nordhoff and Corbin and stuff, where the big boys at, right?
Yeah, always a good idea. I love IRL streamers. They always tell you exactly where they are because they don't have enough to talk about. And that is in no way detrimental to them, because if you are some numbnut that's crazy enough to hunt down somebody that pisses you off on the internet, you have no chance of finding them. After all, you never see local haunts or where they might be located.
I just got here, got off the bus. I'm afraid I'm way too early. Excuse me.
Really? You're going to burp like crazy, and you're just going to keep hitting the button even though it hasn't switched over. It doesn't switch based on your urgency, sir. Plus, why do you give a shit? You're early. You got plenty of time. Somebody really wants to get laid, huh? Again, this is where I'm like that slump buster thing. I finally get to... No. You're too eager, my friend. Zen.
Woo! All right. Damn, I'm tired. Woo! Yeah, I'm thankful.
All right, so we're editing this video, but I have to say, you've kept in so many parts not worth keeping. The burping button scene, could have ditched that altogether. The weird clip in between could have just gone right to here. The admitting you are early, probably not a good call. I'm just going to say it, probably not a good call.
For all y'all being my fans, I'm thankful for my family. Thankful.
Are you going on a date or Thanksgiving? He did say she comes home for the holidays. Maybe it is a Thanksgiving thing. All right, I won't shit on you for the I'm thankful for this, thankful. It might be Thanksgiving.
For the awesome friends that I have here, still have here, left in my life, you know, even though it's probably not a whole lot like a entire army of friends, but still, you know. So
It's not like an entire army of friends? What the fuck? Why are you streaming this at all? I don't want to look you up and find out that you have way more subscribers and shit than me, because this is depressing, and that's coming from me. This is why I don't do IRL. Well, I'm rolling through the hospital, and I mean that literally because I'm in a wheelchair. They're gonna stick a new IV in my arm because when they tried to pull the one out yesterday, I told them it had to stay. And as opposed to prepping it so it would be good for tomorrow, they just wrapped it up and sent me home. So guess what didn't get to stay, even though we kept it in our arm all night, and they failed to say, see how this sucks? See how this, it's called trauma dumping. You're trauma dumping, sir. Use a bathroom.
I'm almost there. I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up, guys? I'm back again. Hero Super 99, basically chilling out and stuff.
Hero Super 99. I'm guessing the first two are things you wish you were. The third one is where you would rank on 1 to 100 for superheroes.
Waiting for my friend to stop by and just chill and all. That's all. And yeah, I found
yes, thank you, Wilmer Autotech. You have sufficiently contributed more to this experience than he has. I don't need to see you exponentially explaining you're desperate near a bush, sir. I can smell it coming through you. The vaguely tinted hair, the overdone hairdo, the fact that you showed up early to this on public transportation. You are really, really not someone who brings home the booty. Judging from your lack of an army of friends, and you are desperate for this girl to maybe at least touch it while she's here, because then she can go home to another country and know that that's not going to happen tomorrow.
As I was chilling here and all, I found a person out here in despair, so I just thought to walk up to this person and basically start talking and stuff and let that person know what's up, and basically God is on her side, and he's gonna...
Oh, dear Lord. You convinced her to end it. You horrible, horrible man. That person, I bet that person must have felt real comforted in the Lord when they...
help her lift the weight off her shoulders and stuff, you know. So
Hey, I helped you lift the weight off your shoulders, so that means you can let your tits hang down, right? Why is it he's also an Uber Christian? This is getting creepy. There's too many creep alerts here. I officially have too many red flags. Since we had that little hype train and everybody kind of filtering in and doing the program, we're gonna keep this going, even though the entire raid audience left already.
yeah, everything's been going great so far. I'm just chilling here. You know, like, and lo and behold, I'm charging my phone like a ghetto and stuff, you know. Yeah,
Then what are you filming with? A GoPro? Again, you don't need to be filming this. This is the problem with IRL streamers. Too many of you think this shit is important. This is not important.
I always bring that portable charger, and I always keep it right here now in my new jacket and stuff right here. And the message I'm gonna send out to all y'all YouTubers out there: find a day and time where you can help someone in need, in times of trouble, and let them and help them, help them get back up on the mall.
Can we help you learn to talk? I mean, could you write some? This is why, sir. Here, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you by doing a public service announcement. Are you ready? Here's the public service announcement. You should not be doing a show.
Stuff. There's a Christmas tree and all, and here's my special guest for today. So, what you been up to since I haven't seen you since Christmas of last year? Huh?
Been in Korea.
Yeah, and what's...
She's been in Korea. I want to make a mail order bride joke. I do. But I mean, hey, man, good for you. I've been in Korea. Is she going to talk a lot about Korea, or is she just going to be like, I've been in Korea?
Yeah, and what's going on over there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've just been hanging out and having fun and all that, complimenting her on her hair and all that.
Again, he's not live streaming this. He's filming his date. I don't know if we have any women in. Help me by shutting up. Rusty Grammar, I'm always here, Big Bad John. Well, thank you, Rusty Grammar. That's super duper awesome. Glad to have you. We'll be wrapping up in just a little bit here. Is there anything creepier than a dude filming your date so he can use it as web content later? Like, that's what makes me sad for all of this. You did this horrible thing. You filmed it. You edited the film. You put the film on YouTube, and at no point did better judgment prevail, and you thought, no.
Yeah, look at that, shiny gloss and straightened up and all, you know, all beautiful and stuff, right? So what are we doing tomorrow?
Don't start with me.
What are we doing next week? Okay, all right. So I guess I'll see you guys soon, and I'll finish up the video in a little bit. Back again, and I guess this would be like the end of the video. We just came out of Macy's and stuff and all that, and where else did we go in the mall?
You went to a lot of places in the mall. I don't see any bags. You just hung out at the... He titled the video My New Girlfriend. This is a guy who made a YouTube video go, no, dude, she's real. I actually hung out with her at the mall once. I posted the video on YouTube. Look it up. My girlfriend is real.
Sports Authority.
Oh, okay, cool. So, did you have fun today?
I guess I did.
All right, cool. So,
Fat Conan saying, Yoko, oh no. Went to the food court and bought her authentic Chinese food. I do want to get laid, says Chevy JB. Okay. What the fuck? This is why not everyone should make video. Yes, Mr. Q, this is why everyone should not everyone should make video. Got it.
When you're coming back, though?
I have no idea.
No idea and all? They just have you bouncing everywhere and stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm just walking her to her car and all, like a gentleman and stuff. And then after that, I guess I'm going to go hang out some more, but this most definitely will be the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching Heroes Vids, and I love you all and all. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you.
I don't really want it. Thanks for watching Heroes Vids. Heroes Vids, I'm guessing they suck. I'm guessing they suck, but you fucking more of them on, I'm sure Superhero 9 4.4.
What's up, everybody? It's
Hero Super 99, 4.64K subscribers. Oh, but he hasn't done anything in 7 years. That was the last thing. So that was the last thing a while. More subscribe. I just, you try. You try to do a goddamn program, a decent one. Thank you, Fully Funded, by the way, for today. And then that hype train and stuff. We'll have to tally that in and see where it goes. How did he earn the hero title? He gave it to himself. That's how he earned the hero title. He gave it to himself. So, yeah, IRL streamers, man. Hey guys, check me out on Facebook. Oh God, check you out on Facebook. Now I'm definitely not going to subscribe. Rule number 1, don't be a hero. Unless it's a sandwich, because then everybody loves you. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh man. Alrighty, so she doesn't like him. She doesn't like him. I should have done it sooner and I didn't. Oh, I'm bumping this thing like crazy. It's going to be a problem. It is going to be a problem. Alrighty. I talk to them about it tomorrow, I guess. I need to do this one last thing quick. I should have done it. I got to get back into the habit of doing it. We're going to load this web page. We're going to solve this thing. All right. Copy. Copy. We're going to link a little link into the chat for all you guys. Control V. This is my link to Hemponics. If you use this link, we get 20% of every purchase that you do. I get 20%, I found out. So I am older than 21. In order to use Hemponics stuff, you need to be 21. Boopity boop. And so to use Hemponics stuff, you need to be over 21. If you use the link I gave you, we get 20% of the credit of the show. We rating someone today, says Fat Conan. I can, if you have a channel suggestion, I can type that in and we can do that. We can send off a raid in a little bit. Let me throw this information up. You throw a link to the channel that we would raid. I have no idea who I would raid at this point in time, but I'll send y'all somewhere. I won't be joining you. I'll tell you right now. As soon as this is done, I'm going to go de-stress. I've been going from one thing to another all day. I need some me time, and then I need some daddy-daughter time. And that's the thing. Anyways, innovative hemp-based solutions from my friends at Hemponics. They grow all their stuff from stem to seed, or from seed to sale. It's all in-house. I love their products. I am a big fan of the tinctures. I love the Muscle Frost. April loves the Muscle Frost, by the way. Gave her a sample of that. She swears by it. And just click the link that I gave you. We get 20% of the order. You can check what they have for featured products. You can view all products. They're constantly updating their product lists, their product availability, the websites. They got new logos for the Calm Body tincture and the Awake Coffee. The Awake Coffee CBD is an awesome product that I love. And if you have animals with stiff joints, maybe arthritis, maybe hip dysplasia, any of that kind of stuff, CBD animal treats can be helpful. They sell them in a variety of sizes from $24 to $120. And again, any purchases you guys do, I get 20% of, I guess. So that's that. Muscle Frost, can they ship to Nova Scotia? I'm not sure if they can ship to Nova Scotia. I know they can ship within the continental U.S. I don't know if they can ship to Nova Scotia. If Nova Scotia is in the U.S., I would say yes, but I think isn't that Canada? I'm not sure. The Muscle Frost, while we're on the subject, and I am giving a little bit of time for Fat Conan or somebody to tell me who I'm supposed to be rating because he's the one who asked about it. Where is the Muscle Frost? Boop. Let's click on the Muscle Frost. I love the Muscle Frost. It's a roll-on. Are we... I can't. All right. Anyways, here we go. Finally. It was a little bit of a bitch. The Muscle Frost is a roll-on. It's a fast-acting relief roll-on with a CBD gel. And you might be asking how that's possible. Well, that's possible because it starts with a lidocaine, like a 4% lidocaine solution. The lidocaine is the instant effect, helps take immediate pain relief kind of thing. And while that's there, the CBD, CBG components work into the skin and start doing the long-lasting relief part. So when the lidocaine kicks in and wears off, the CBG has already kicked in. It's just a great way to be. Anyways, Dear Butch saying, what did I miss? And Rusty Grammar accurately saying everything. All right, yeah, why not? All right, we're going to set up a raid. EDTROTS. We are raiding Ed Trotz. The raid has been created. So get ready to raid, everybody. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We'll catch you all tomorrow. And fully funded today. Thank you so much for that. I love that. That is great. And enjoy your journey to this person.
Game over.
What the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you two fucking... Fuck!